Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along Southampton versus Manchester City. Apologies, I'm a little bit late. I was making dinner and it crossed my mind. I was like, will I set up the camera and bring you guys in the kitchen? Because you was like, oh, Matisse, well, we haven't seen you cook. I was like, nah, I ain't got time for that. I'm already running late as it is. And even get to take the bins out. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time. But listen, big up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up the likes on the way in. We're going to get through the teams and whatnot right now. Southampton versus Man City, another quarterfinal Carabao Cup fixture. And yeah, just finished making food. I ain't eating it yet, but we just finished making food. So that's why we was just running a little bit late, trying to juggle everything. All right, cool. So let me see if I can get this team sheet in here. Yes, I can. It's here. There we are. Perfect. And it goes. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see what this game's got for us, man. Let's see. Yesterday was a long day, man. We ended up going all the way out into the boss man's shop. Do you know what I mean? Because of the halftime boredom, because of the lack of quality on show in the final third and the first half. They managed to pick it up in the second, and they did their thing. So, you know, Newcastle are through to the next round. Manchester United are through after slapping up Charlton. And then, of course, let's see if Manchester City go through tonight as well. And who else is playing tonight, actually? Good question. As you can see, I've managed to get a trim. I've got a fun story for you for that in a minute as well. Let me get to that. It's been a crazy day. It's been a very, very entertaining day. I'll tell you that for free. Nottingham Forest are playing Wolves as well today. That's the only other two games, right? Of course, quarterfinals. So 8 teams, 4 teams will go through to the semi-finals. Are the semi-finals still first and second leg this season? Or they should have really, in my opinion, brought that down to just one game, considering the fact that it is literally just so many games and the players, and, you know, help out the players and do one game. But they're trying to be different to the FA Cup, so I don't think they're gonna do that, are they? Yeah, there's a first and second leg. So yeah, Dan Burn up on my screen here was doing his little dance after Eddie Howe did his little team talk after the match yesterday. We saw a little glimpse of that. But yeah, managed to finally get a haircut. You know what I mean? It's been a while. It's been a while, man. We've been out here struggling. First and second leg, yeah. You can watch 2 streams with your 4 eyes. Forest and Wolves is 30 minutes from now. Yeah, so it's a little bit earlier. Kickoff is at 7:45. What are you cooking? I was just making rice and chicken. I was just going with the rice and the chicken. Nice and simple. I didn't have much time. I've got some jerk seasoning on the chicken. Got it with some Mexican rice. It's all popping off in the kitchen, man. It's mad. Let's see what else is being said in here. Oysage is on the bench for Southampton. He would be, yes. That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me at all. I mean, he's only just joined, obviously, for 6 million from the Croatian League. We saw him in the Champions League in terms of the performances for Dinamo Zagreb. He obviously scored against us, scored against Tottenham as well. So he's on the bench. He actually could be a lifeline for them. I don't know if he's going to be enough to keep them up. It depends how quickly he gets to grip with the quality. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing if he can maybe come on and do some business against Man City. But Man City got a strong team, very, very much the same to what they played out there against us. A couple changes, obviously no Mahrez, but Grealish comes in. Palmer, I'm guessing, is going to be on that right flank. Grealish on the left. Obviously, we saw Palmer on the left against Chelsea. You got Alvarez as well up front. And then you've got Foden, Felix, Gundogan in the midfield, along with Gomez and Cancelo. Walker at centre-back, I'm guessing, next to Laporte. Bit strange. If you've got injuries, Akanji's on the bench. Ake's on the bench. Lewis is on the bench. So you've got some centre-backs on the bench. So Man City just, once again, keeping things interesting by putting Walker at centre-back. I'm not sure what's going on there. Kyle Walker-Peters off to United. Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed or is that not? There's 2 Kyle Walkers. Where? City squad. Oh, there's 2. What? Oh, there's a centre back. What? What's going on? I'm not talking about Southampton's team. Yeah, we got. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is 2 Walkers. Yeah. Walker Peters is obviously in the Southampton team, and Kyle Walker's obviously in the City team. So yeah, we got Kyle Walker Peters, but someone's saying that he's off to United. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, Let's see if that's true. It's a rumor. Okay, fair enough. Is there any good source on that one? I mean, they're in the relegation zone. If they were to get relegated, especially, you get a massive cut price on him. Lavia as well, who just signed from Manchester City, the midfielder, in the summer. He is also going to be available at, I'm sure, a very cut price. I mean, it shouldn't be that expensive anyway. He's 18 years old. Ward-Prowse is another one that you probably take from that team. Can't imagine Oysic in the Championship as well. I imagine that he'd probably want to get out of there. I know he's very excited to be in the Premier League, per his quotes, but you know, if you get relegated, I don't think he should be really in the Championship, but maybe he'll stick around. He was only 6 million. I'm shocked with how cheap he was. How old is Oysic? He wasn't starting for Croatia at the World Cup. They had his teammate Petrovic up front instead. Let's see how old he is. He's 30. He's 30 years of age. Oh Lord, he's a grown-ass man. I thought he was. Oh yeah, he's been there for a while, though, hasn't he? Damn. He's on. Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. This poor guy, man. He's been there for time. He's only getting his Premier League move now. That's crazy. He's 30 years of age. I can't believe that. I thought he was like 25 or something. That's nuts. That is actually insane. I've seen all of the Felix quotes. Yes. All of the pictures and everything on socials. I will be bringing out a preview for Fulham after this watch along. So yeah, I'll be talking about all the Felix stuff, Aubameyang stuff, in that video, along with my team and obviously Fulham, you know, all of the news there, and obviously the quotes and whatnot, and you know, style of play, what we're going to do against Fulham, etc. So that's all coming in the preview. Yes, I'm doing a watch along for my Oil brothers, of course. Much love to them. I mean, listen, today I'm against them. I'm not going to lie. Today I'm against them. I'd love a Southampton win. I think it'd be pretty funny. Especially after Hugh on Big Six was like, oh, thank you so much for the training session. Like, okay, cool. You know, it would be lovely if Southampton would beat them, bottom of the table, beating the second team in the league. But it's not going to happen. Let's be real. I have never been so sure of a prediction in my life than this one here. Southampton losing to Manchester City in this match. And I'm going to go with a 3-0 Man City win. I'm not going to lie. Yes, it's Man City's B team to a degree. You've got no De Bruyne, no Haaland. Mahrez has been, you know, playing incredibly well. No Rodri, no Bernardo Silva. They're all on the bench. But this City team, even the second team, I think that City team, it gets into the top 4 probably. You know, maybe it's a slog, maybe it's a battle, but they're definitely capable of being in the top 4. That Manchester City team. So yeah, you know, for me, when I look at that team, I think there's some quality. There's a lot of quality there. You got Foden, you know, Grealish in there when he's on song. He's a very good player. Alvarez in great form. So it's a very, very good Man City team, man. That Man City team probably sneaks into the top 4. So yeah. Matisse on another adventure at half time. I hope not. I hope the game's good enough that I don't have to do that. I probably won't be going anywhere. If I go anywhere, I'm going to get food in the kitchen because I've made dinner and I ain't eating it yet. Oysic said lateness is greatness. It's true. It's true. Let's see if he actually finishes that part with the greatness, though. Let's see if he actually performs. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see him, to be fair, on the handful of occasions that I'll probably watch Southampton from now until the end of the season. City's B team is the reason why they win the league nearly every season. This is why I still have City as favourites, as much as I've been hitting the panic button with Arsenal. City's B team, look at it. I mean, if Arsenal could put out a team like that as their second string team, you'd be laughing. Do you know what I mean? It's incredible, the depth that they have. And I think Man City, did they have any injuries as well? Diaz is out, right? Diaz is injured. I think maybe that's the only one. So they're obviously fortunate on the injury side that their team is fit and firing, but still the options are incredible. So let's see. You bottled that fake freeze. No, I didn't, you know, I mean, I could have actually just stayed frozen on the big screen. I could have, but I was like, you know what, let's just end it now because I don't want to be on this. I don't want to be on a full screen too long. You know, you got weird people. You're going to start zooming in on my face. They're going to start taking screenshots and making it their new profilers and shit when they're sending super chats. So I said, let me not stay on this full screen for too long. So yeah, I could have kept it going, but I was like, I think I've made my point, right? So yeah. All right. You reckon Chelsea could sneak into the top 6? Yeah, I think we can. But it's going to be difficult, and that means someone's dropping out. And at the moment, that would have to be Tottenham. Or maybe Liverpool, to be fair, but I'd be surprised if they were that awful all season. Do you know when? Yes. The semi-final draws. I'm not sure. I would assume after tonight. I don't see why not, considering the fact that both the last games are today. Maybe it's already kind of, the route is already decided. I don't know. After Chelsea left the competition, I checked out. So, but the draw, I'm sure we'll know who's playing who at the end of tonight for sure. So I don't think they're going to roll that into tomorrow. So maybe it'll be after the game. Let them know in the chat. If I say, yeah, after the game, straight after this, there you go. So you're going to get your draw straight away, straight after full time. And it will take them 2 seconds. They're just taking out four balls out of the bowl. So that won't take too long. So yeah, you'll get your draw straight away. Okay, what else is being said? So news-wise, of course, outside of the rumours for Kyle Walker-Peters, which I'm not really sure about, of course, because I'm not following Manchester United news like that, but obviously Felix signed today. What else has been happening? I think we got linked with someone else as well. I mean, we get linked with someone every day, to be fair. We were linked with someone else. Who was it? I'm trying to remember. Not the PSV kid, who's got a little bit of a sketchy injury record. Haven't even bothered reporting on that. Oh yes, Weghorst. Yeah, that got done, isn't it? Yesterday, that was finalized on a loan deal. Let's see. What else was it? Something popped up today that I'm meaning to talk about, but I can't remember where it was. Obviously, there's a triangle forming. Oh, let's talk about that. That triangle that's forming, guys. The triangle so we've had 2 triangles at Chelsea, right? And it involves Arsenal as well, and it involves Dortmund, and that's the old triangle. So it's the Batshuayi, Giroud, Aubameyang triangle. And now triangle 2 is Aubameyang involved again, which is Felix, Depay, and Aubameyang. So Aubameyang wants to be part of his second triangle of his career. First time was him leaving, obviously, Dortmund to go to Arsenal. And Batshuayi went to Dortmund from Chelsea, and then Giroud went from Arsenal to Chelsea. That's not confusing. And now he's trying to go back to Barcelona, so Depay can go to Atletico Madrid because Felix has come to Chelsea, and Chelsea are now getting rid of Aubameyang. It's just a mess. It's just this weird little triangle. He loves these triangle transfers. I'm going to start calling them that, triangle transfers. What a embarrassment, really, if you think about it. This guy comes in, and not everybody, a lot of people say, listen, it's just a stopgap. He's a great finisher. He loves Tuchel. Tuchel loves him. And here he is. And we're just going to have him for the season. We'll get through it. And halfway through the season, we are literally about to let him go, or trying to let him go, potentially letting him go on a free transfer from a team that we just bought him for 6 months ago. It is embarrassing. It is really embarrassing. The golden triangle. That's a fantastic way to put it. It's really embarrassing, people. Like, if we let him go, and we should, on a free to Barcelona right now, this transfer window, after Depay makes his switch as well, he's available for only a couple of million. Surprised no teams have really gone in for him, to be honest. But I guess he missed the start of the World Cup with an injury, and he still scored, I think, a couple goals. I'm surprised nobody's interested. But if this happens, I mean, Jesus Christ, this has to be the lesson learned now. We spent $11 million. How much we spent on this guy? Sorry. We spent 12 million euros. 12 million euros 6 months ago for a 6-month. Again, this is just like Lukaku all over again, but on a much smaller scale. 12 million euros for someone to be here for 6 months, for them to go back to where they came, to Barcelona, on a free. So we just spent 12 million euros for half a season of Aubameyang, just like we spent 100 million for 1 season of Lukaku for him to go back to the same club. If we don't learn from this shit, and this happens again, I swear to God, surely this is it now. Surely this is the last time I'm going to see this nonsense happen at my football club. So stupid. We actually must be the dumbest club in the Premier League, or at least one of the dumbest clubs. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. If this was any other club, I would be laughing my head off. I'd be making fun of them constantly. I'd be dragging them, trolling them. Imagine that happening back to back. Lukaku and Aubameyang, they come into your club for a combined fee of £114 million, or whatever it is, £113 million. And then you let them go back to the same club that you just got them from for free and on loan. If this, and let's not even get into the wages of these two players. If this was any other club, they would be getting fucking dragged by myself. I'm about to drag this club myself just because I'm annoyed by it. It's embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. It's just mad, man. It's just mad. It might have been before we had people in place, but listen, bro. there's certain transfers you don't do, and that's one of them. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of there's new people or not. I thought that was a plainly obvious transfer not to get done, but maybe not. Maybe it's just me, but I thought that transfer stank from the beginning. It's Aubameyang, for God's sake. Like, we know Aubameyang. We know Aubameyang. We know what happened at the end of his Arsenal career. We know he doesn't give a damn about Chelsea. Come on, guys. We know he's regressed. We know he's not an all-round striker. We know he's just a service striker who can finish. Brother, it's insane. I think it looks stupid regardless of what the context is, to be honest. So he's going to end up going, it seems. So we'll have to see what happens there. All right. For me, I always really wanted Sergey from PSV, but I'll settle with Richie from the Belgium League. I don't know who that Richie guy is from the Belgium League. I don't even know who you support, actually. I need to ask. Who do you support, bro? So yeah, let me know. But you seem to be trying to do something, and it's not going to work because I'm only going to read out one name out of two these days now from you. So yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do, but yeah, no. Nice try though. I'm only reading one name at a time from you. I'm only reading one name from you. He's trying hard. Yeah, I can see he's trying. He's trying his luck. Fair enough. It didn't work, but he's trying. And I'm gonna remember that now. For the rest of the watch along, you're basically being monitored for the rest of the watch along and what you say and don't say. So yeah, that's where it's at. Barca have hit their golden generation with Gavi, Pedri, and Fati. So adding Aubameyang be going backwards in their project rebuild. That's another point. I don't get this. Why on earth would Barcelona want Aubameyang? Why? They're top of the league, right? They're top of the league. They just beat Atletico Madrid the other day. They're top of the league. High flying. They're having a horrendous European campaign because they are down into the Europa League. They'll be playing Manchester United in February. But they are top of La Liga, 3 points clear of Real Madrid after winning, like I said, against Atletico. Tough match. 1 defeat all season, 6 goals conceded in 16. Brilliant defensive record. That's an incredible defensive record. Their defense this season has been exceptional. 6 goals conceded this season. The next closest to that is 12, double from Villarreal. So I don't get it from their side. I don't get it from our side. Well, I get it from our side, but I just find it all very, very confusing. Football's becoming a little bit chaotic, isn't it? It's not really realistic anymore. Crazy shit happens. You're saying as a backup striker, who do you want as a right back replacement for Azpilicueta? We'll get into that in just a second. I've noted that. Barcelona and Chelsea moving like the Chuckle Brothers with Aubameyang to you. Facts, literally. What is this relationship that we've built? Why couldn't we have a relationship with Barcelona when they used to have good players? Well, they got good players now, but I'm top players. Like, your Ronaldinhos, your Xavis, your Iniestas, your Busquets, your Mascheranos, your Puyos, your Piqués, your Dani Alves, Suarez, Neymar. Where was this relationship back then? I could have done with a little bit of back and forth with Barcelona in that moment. Why is it now that in their worst form, in their deep depths of their history, they are now got this little beautiful relationship with us? No. This is wrong. Someone said minus Gavi. Oh my good, you're actually insane. Yeah, there's just absolutely no way. There's no way this is happening, man. This is some crazy relationship that's going between Chelsea and Barcelona. And also, a lot of people say that because we have a good relationship with Atletico Madrid, that's why they're not really worried about the whole Felix situation and us not having a permanent deal. If you think of the transfers that have happened between the two clubs, you can go all the way to Felipe Luis, you can go Diego Costa, Courtois. So quite a few players back and forth between the two clubs. So maybe just maybe, Morata as well. Maybe just maybe we'll be able to strike a deal. But let's see how he plays first. I will be watching Lavia. I will. He starts today for Southampton, a Chelsea target for a while. Well, 6 months. We've been linked with him a few times. Yeah, Sal Niguez as well. We've been linked with him a few times. So I will be keeping an eye on him. I think he's 18 years old? Has he turned 19? Very young midfielder, part of that very, very successful Manchester City under 23 team that stormed the PL2. He's 19 years old. So let's see how he plays, man. Playing up against one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team, over the last couple of years, of course, not including obviously this season with Arsenal. So let's see how he plays. Let's see. This guy really has put my face on that damn profiler again. Jesus Christ. How many of accounts is there of this? Is it just one? Is this the only account, or is it must be the only account? I don't know. There's discombobulation account, and then there's a couple of others. They do, yes. I mean, they have a buy clause on Pedro Porro. They have a buy clause on Lavia. They have buyback clauses on quite a few of these players. And rightly so, because they've got talented players. When you look at Manchester City's youth academy and what is produced over the last couple of years, you're now looking at Rico Lewis. You're looking at Palmer. You're looking at Foden. You're looking at, I don't think Pedro Porro was through the academy, was he? Or did they sign him very young and then sell? Sancho, obviously not worked out for him, but he was a big talent. Maybe can still, bring that back. The point is that a lot of good young players, Lavia now, a lot of good young players are coming from that Manchester City youth system. So not only are they now scouting well, buying well, apart from, you could say, Calvin Phillips, that was a bit of a mare so far. They're also producing as well. And he is very much a Manchester City type of fullback. Very, very attacking, Pedro Porro. I remember watching him against Tottenham the couple of times they played in the group stages in the Champions League. He had really good game, especially at the away game in Tottenham. And really good crosser, great delivery of the ball, really good instep with the way that he passes and crosses. Great close control, very press resistant. Defensively, he played well in those games. I don't know if that's a consistent theme. It's a little bit different because he's playing in a 3-4-3 at Sporting Lisbon. So he's not, he's not a right back, which is what he would be for us or would be for Manchester City. Well, Man City sometimes push a little fall back up. But so I don't know defensively week to week what he's like in the Portuguese league. His percentiles for tackles, interceptions is not very high. I don't know. I mean, Sporting are fifth, so it's not like they're Benfica, but they are fifth. They're still a good team in that league. So I don't know if his percentiles are low just because he doesn't have to do much defensive work, or it's because he can't defend. I have no idea. I'd have to speak to someone that supports Sporting or watches the Portuguese league week in, week out. But he looks talented. Looks very, very talented. I think he's 23 years old. Looks very, very talented. I think 40 million release clause as well was spoken about. Tottenham still have him as a priority. Obviously, that's when Conte would have seen him as well up against them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. Looks like a talented player. I don't know what Skullfugger is going to do with them clips, bro. I don't know. Hopefully he hasn't seen and he's just been, sleeping on the job, and we can let this go past. And we don't have to see that again. So yeah, I'm hoping that there is no clips in the first place, but I am not betting on it for sure. Calvin Phillips is clear of Jorginho, by the way. Not peak Jorginho. Peak Jorginho is very clear. Obviously recent form. Now you're gonna. I mean, even recent form, Phillips has done nothing recently, so he can't even be thrown into any conversation with anyone. He hasn't done anything. He's been injured. So yeah, but let's not be silly now. Champions League winner you're talking about, you're European Championship winner. Italy, Chelsea, Champions League, Euros, big performances. Let's not take the piss here, as they say. The one with you holding the lighter kills me. I don't know why I did that, man. Let's see. Why are you asking me about inflation, bro? You be asking the craziest of questions or the most random of questions. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna scroll back down. Okay, Declan Rice or Enzo Fernandez? For me, Enzo Fernandez, I want badly, very badly, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, unfortunately. I think Enzo Fernandez played in his last game for Benfica, and he said that he's staying. He started, smashing the badge up against his chest and pointing like he's staying, which is all bullshit because we all know that he would have joined if we had actually paid what we needed to pay. He was literally on AWOL. He was trying to move. He was trying to force to move. So all of that beating of the chest and pointing, it's a load of bull crap. It's literally only being done because he knows he's staying until the end of the season and he doesn't want to be booed every single week. But I'm just frustrated that we haven't got that deal done, man, because I would have been legitly excited. If we had signed him and then we had gone and got Joao Felix, I would have been rubbing my hands together saying, do you know what? That is now very, very exciting. And if you have yourselves Enzo Fernandez playing those balls from the deep positions in midfield and progressing it through the second phase, you got Kova if he can re-establish his form next to Zakaria. Then you've got Felix on a wide position. I'm starting to think that, you know what, maybe we can do a little bit of a run in a you know, a little bit of a run in the Champions League, maybe a little semi-final or something. But if we had signed those players, but nah, I think without them, without Enzo, I don't know who we're gonna get. Casado, it's nowhere near coming. It's nowhere near being done or even putting a bid in. I would still prefer Enzo Fernandez personally, but Casado would be a good signing. Very good signing. How do I send them to him? No. You don't need to worry about that, bro. Don't worry about any of that, please. What do you think of Palmer? Palmer looks like a very good player. You have to be to come through at Man City. I've been impressed. I think I was very impressed when he played left wing. That's the best position I've seen him in so far, is out on the left. Which is funny, right? You got him out on the left, plays better on that side. Foden seems to be better on the left than the right. These left footers, they want to be Leroy Sané's, man. He's an influencer, so they want to go back to the left. And yeah, I think he looks good. He looks very good. Technically secure, like all City players are. Obviously, strong first touch and whatnot. He's a willing runner as well, which is good. So we'll see. We'll see how he progresses. But he's fighting for a position that unless you're going to long term you're going to look to move Foden inside into the midfield free. And we saw him play there at the weekend with Palmer outside him. And, you know, you could see Foden long term probably play that David Silva position more narrow. And then maybe there'll be a gap for Palmer left wing. But City always going to be looking to improve, always looking to do better. I think I've seen them linked with Leao as well, who plays left wing. I don't know if that was a strong, serious link, but I saw his name and City connected at some point before this new contract came up for Leao at AC Milan. So I'm not sure. If he's gonna make it like Foden is, but let's see. You know, he's got potential. Let's see what else is being said. Will you watch the first 15 minutes of the Forest Wolves game before? Nah. I think I'm gonna leave that one. I want to keep my energy levels high. I don't trust those two teams to provide me with entertainment, if I'm honest. I don't want to take that risk. So I'm gonna focus on this game because yesterday, I don't know what came over me, but some of the end product, the lack of end product in the Leicester team was killing me in the first half. Seriously, it's sending me to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to Man City. I think they're gonna be more interesting to analyze because Pep is always wild. He just always does random stuff. Like this Walker Cancelo thing. Is he gonna push Cancelo forward as a right wing back and make Walker come out and make it a back three with Laporte in the middle? Gomez, I don't get it if he does that. Because Gomez is not really a left-sided centre back. That would have made more sense to maybe play an Ake. I don't know what Pep's doing with that centre back. Walker at centre back. I don't know if there's any Man City fans in the chat. If you're comfortable and used to seeing Walker play centre back in a back four in a 4-3-3, I've not seen it too much. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. It seems like it's not necessary as well, considering you have Akanji on the bench. I know a lot of people don't want to play two left footers at centre back. I wouldn't want to either. It just looks weird. But you have Akanji, so I don't really get it. But let's see. Maybe it's tactical. Surely it is. And then Phillips. I'm watching Phillips, man. Phillips is starting for Man City in midfield. I think he cost £40 million, was it, from Leeds? Obviously Lavia on the other side, I'll be keeping an eye on. So there's some interesting battles in this game, and I'm interested to see what Phillips does and how he plays in this team, because Rodri has a very specific, clear job. Phillips has got a pass on him every now and then. He has shown. I think he got an assist against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge with a left-footed pass kind of around the corner. Not sure. Can't remember who scored the goal. If it was Bamford or not. Maybe someone else. But Phillips has got a pass on him. So let's see. Let's see how he plays. And then I know how Foden and Palmer are going to play. I saw them do it already over the weekend. And Alvarez. Oh, sorry. Foden's actually going to... Palmer's actually probably going to play off the right. So actually, it will be different for Palmer. Yeah, I mean, some City fans have even been saying maybe move Grealish to right wing. But most of the time they're saying Foden up front with Haaland and who is it? Foden, Haaland, and Mahrez, or Foden, Haaland, and Bernardo. Let's see. But Grealish, let's see if Grealish, I think Grealish will play off the left and Palmer will play off the right. So we'll have to see. Expected Mahrez to start. Yeah, Mahrez has been good. Last 2 games, Mahrez has been incredible, man. Especially the game at the weekend. The free kick that he scored was ridiculous. Really, really impressive. Stuck his penalty away as well. Yeah, Pep always does weird stuff, man. Such a random guy. Just so random. Just can't predict anything that he does. They're probably playing the same high line in case they lose possession. They have him to recover, and Walker is a decent passer. Okay. Could be it, yeah, for the high line. Resting for the derby, exactly. How do you guys see that derby going, actually, the Manchester derby? That's obviously the first one, especially because Manchester City are clearly, resting a couple players here and there for that game. Lunchtime kickoff on the Saturday. Pains me to say it. Pains me to say it. But I think Manchester United will get something out of that game. I really do. I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying it's a win, but I do think Manchester United will get a result. I do. I think it's got a draw. Yeah, potentially a draw written all over it. Which means Tottenham will probably need to take something off of Arsenal. But I do think Man United could get something. I do. Because the Man United that they played the first time was still very early on in Ten Hag's tenure. And Casemiro wasn't playing, which is crucial. It was McTominay because he was actually in good form. And they just looked a lot less Ten Hag-y. They're a lot less haggy. Now they're very haggy. They're very Ten Hag-y. They're very much set in the way. And I don't think they're going to look to dominate possession. I don't think they need to. They're going to do exactly what they did against Arsenal at home. I don't think they're not too bold and too naive to go and try and play against City. I think they'll just try and hit them in transition. And Rashford on the break, in the form that he's in, I can't say I don't see him scoring. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ends like a 1-1 or something, but we'll have to see. Man United's defense has been really, really good. We'll take a look at the league table and see because Man United have been keeping a lot of clean sheets, what I can see recently. It'd be interesting to see actually if their defensive record stands up in the Premier League. Probably not yet, because they did take some batterings with City. 6 goals conceded in that game. Brentford, they conceded 4. They've conceded 20 goals this season. And take into account those batterings, and there might be another one in there, but those 2 stand out. The 4 goals against Brentford and the 6 goals against Man City, that's 10 goals in 2 games. So yes, they've conceded 20 goals, but 10 of those are in 2 matches. So their defense on a consistent basis in most games is standing up. They're actually on a run of 5 clean sheets, excluding the FA Cup game where they conceded against Everton. So Charlton was a clean sheet, then they conceded to Everton. Before that, there was 5 clean sheets in a row, circling all the way back to Real Betis on the 10th of December. And then they had a madness before that with a lot of goals conceded, to be fair. So it seems like he's got that defense really resilient now. Because and yes, the opposition need to be improved. This is Wolves I'm speaking about, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Charlton, Burnley. So yeah, let's see if that stands up against better opposition. But at the moment, they're keeping a lot of clean sheets, which is not something you could say so much before with those batterings. But there are still a few clean sheets glittered around as well. So with Man United's defense, the way they're playing, it's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game. I don't think it's going to be a walkover like it was last time. Man United must win. Do Manchester United? I don't think they have to. I think the top 4 race is what they're in, realistically, even though I tried to bait Cams into getting into a Premier League title race. I think we all kind of assume that they're in the top 4 race. But Man United fans, some of them are trying to dream and they're trying to think about it. And if they were to beat Manchester City, then they would be involved, because now they would be going 1 point behind City, and City are in it. So then, at that point, Man United are definitely involved. I'm not saying they're in title contenders, because I still think it's too early to to say that, because, you know, I think at the end of the season, if someone wins the league and one of these teams finished 10 points off, no one's going to look back to January and said, oh, you was the title contender, because you didn't really contend. You didn't push anyone when it really mattered. But Manchester United are going to be involved if they win. And then they've got Arsenal coming up as well. So they have opportunities to take points off of the people they're trying to catch. Obviously, Newcastle's sandwiched in there as well. So it's a big game for United to prove, or to try and prove, that they're ahead of schedule. I think they, at the moment, considering everybody had them outside the top 4 at the moment, they're looking pretty sharp. But I am interested to see how they do against City, considering the opposition they've played recently. They step it up. Tottenham are just 2 points behind them. They play the game more, so it's very close. It's very close indeed. Obviously, I'm not involved in this conversation because, yeah, I am behind Brighton, Brentford, and Fulham at the moment. So I'm just trying to focus on that. We actually play Fulham tomorrow. It's a big opportunity to close the gap on Fulham, to actually go level with Fulham. So big opportunity for us to do that. Mad. Absolutely mad. All right. What are these random links and just random? Where are you getting this stuff? Please, let's keep this chat for very informed journalism and very, very good, strong links and strong rumors. No hippity hoppity nonsense. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's talking about Smith Rowe to Chelsea. Like, what? ML Smith Rowe? No, it's just not going to happen. Let's see. And then we play Palace. Yes, indeed. Got quite a few teams around us coming up. Big games. Let's see. What else is being said? Now City will be fully rested. Manchester United didn't start with the strongest team against Charlton, though. Man United went with because when I was doing the watch along yesterday for Newcastle, and some Man United fans were even in this chat, they were like, I don't really know if I want to watch Elanga up front. I'm going to come and watch this one. I'm going to come and see Newcastle. And I'm going to have Man United on the background, because Man United were playing Elanga up top, some young kid that I don't know, but apparently he's got some potential. Garnacho started as well. Anthony, who had a great goal, I watched it back. Brilliant curler into the far corner. But it wasn't the strongest Manchester United team. They did bring on Casemiro. They did bring on Rashford, yes, with 30 to go for sure. But I think if you play 30 minutes as a top athlete, I don't think it's going to... I think that is a rest. You know, that is basically their rest. These days, I think their body is so used to playing 90. If they play only 30, that counts as kind of a rest. Especially against Charlton, no disrespect. You're coming on against Charlton at home. It's not the most intense. I didn't watch the game, but I don't think I highly doubt it's as intense as maybe the Premier League was. I don't know. It looked pretty convincing, 3-0. Maybe a little bit of a struggle in the first half, but, you know, I don't think it was taking everything out of the players, so to speak. But maybe you guys will tell me it was a lot more difficult than I anticipated it was, or anticipated it would be. So yeah, let's see on that. We actually yes. So I've only seen one journalist target link us to Kyle Walker-Peters. We have been linked before with Kyle Walker-Peters. I think not last summer, the summer before. Whether it's concrete or not, I'm not sure, but we do need a right back, and we are looking at right backs. So, and he has played both sides. When Livramento was fit, he was playing at the left. So he could be a player that, yeah, that could be a link. But it's too early to say that we're actually targeting him, because I've only seen one journalist link us to him, and yeah, I'm not sure. Nothing concrete yet. I don't ask about who we're actually interested in and who we're not. I could ask certain people, but I don't ask. I don't really want to know, to be honest. I'd rather just be a fan and just find things out the normal way. I don't get any points for knowing earlier. And if I know earlier and it doesn't happen, then it was a waste of me knowing. So I don't really give a damn, to be honest. I just find out when you guys find out, and then when it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not really in the business of trying to find out things early, because half of the time it doesn't even happen. Most of the time it doesn't even happen anyway. So I may as well not even be informed. So Yeah, I'm not sure. I did see some of the quotes from Graham Potter as well. 2 months ago, I was considered a top coach. He's entering his villain arc. He's definitely entering his rattled arc, I would call it. I've seen it happen with Tuchel and Lampard. The last 2 managers towards the end of their tenures, the interviews started to get very, not toxic, but very snappy and very not mincing your words and a little bit stressed. You could see the stress in their face. Potter is giving me that vibe, but he's not at the end of his Chelsea tenure. He's only at the beginning. So it's a little bit the wrong way around. But yeah, there are some snappy remarks, obviously saying that journalists are asking stupid questions, which is true. I think they do ask a lot of stupid questions, to be honest. So another reason why I don't really listen to the press conferences anymore is because a lot of the questions for me are just they're not great. I think out of everybody I've heard go to those press conferences and ask questions, I say Olivia Bazaglo is probably the best for me that actually asks question that I would actually want to get the answers to. We've had her on the channel before. She's great presenter. So there's not many that, and that's actually because she would ask the fans on Twitter. She would genuinely go and tweet, "What would you want me to ask Thomas Tuchel?" Everybody, all the fans would leave their replies, all the Chelsea fans, and then she would pick some questions. She would pick the best ones and ask. I don't know why more journalists don't do that. I think I don't know. Obviously, you have to ask for team news and fitness. Half of the time, we don't even get that. But I don't know why they don't ask. I don't know why, because who knows better the questions to ask than the fans? We're the ones that are watching every single game. We're the ones that are emotionally involved and connected to the club. We're the ones that need to know what the hell is going on. That's what the press conference is for. It's not for anybody else but us. So yeah, it's a strange one. Would I take Rafa Benitez? Absolutely not. Will Felix play tomorrow? He's in contention to play. I personally have gone through it in my preview, which I'll put out after this. But yeah, he is in contention. He's training today. He trained today. He's been playing for Atletico Madrid as well. He played against Elche. He played against Barcelona. He played at the World Cup. So there's no reason for him not to play because he's been fit. He's been training. He's been playing matches. He hasn't done anything abnormal, because even him flying over is not abnormal. He would have flown for a Champions League game midweek or anything. So there's nothing abnormal. The only thing that would stop him from playing in this match is tactics if he's not ready tactically. But to be honest, the way we're playing at the moment, I don't think there's much to pick up tactically, to be honest. He's going to wear the number 11. I'm going to actually get the number 11 Joao Felix printed on my Chelsea shirt tomorrow. And I'm going to hang it up in this studio, in this set. And I'm going to do some videos with that in the background. And I've also got to put my chalkboard up and stuff like that. So I'm going to get Felix at the back of my shirt. I haven't got a player at the back of my shirt for quite a few years. But I am a massive Joao Felix fan from his Benfica days. And I told you guys that when I did my collaboration with Adrian, Rabona TV. I was following Felix from Benfica, number 79, Europa League. He was incredible, that campaign. And yeah, his Atletico Madrid stint is been disappointing, but I still believe the player's a baller. And I've actually always wanted to see him, in the Premier League. I'm happy that he's at Chelsea, because if it works out, then this is brilliant. This is one of my favorite players. But if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's us. And I actually really want him to get his career kick-started, which is why I'm not really happy that we might ruin it for him even more, because I want him to do well. I have extra investment in Felix, just making it in his career and making it to the top and doing everything that he was meant to do. He's one of those throwback footballers that we have left. So I really want him to do well. And I don't know if we're the best place for that. So I know we're not the best place for that. So I'm kind of in limbo here, but I am going to get the name. Lukaku was different. I didn't get the name on a shirt that I purchased or I had. It wasn't a proper Chelsea shirt. It was a fake shirt. So it's not the same thing. I didn't willingly go and get it. It was just on the shirt anyway. And I got it free. So, and it wasn't a real shirt. And it worked out all right, because the shirt actually had a snake Gucci pattern on the shirt. It was like one of those made up kits. to resemble a Chelsea kit, but it was nothing like a Chelsea kit. And it had a snake on it, and then his name was on it. So if anything, it was perfect. But the reason why I'm willing to get Joao Felix on the back is because there's nothing Joao Felix can do in a Chelsea shirt for this 6-month period in our stinky team that will make me question why I rate and why I think he's a good player. He'll just have to go and pick himself up again and go somewhere else. But yeah, so I'm Felix is on a free hit for me. Felix comes in here, I have no expectations. I just want him to play good football, you know, showcase his talent, have fun, entertain, and that's it. I don't need him to get goals. I don't need him to get 10 goals, 10 assists. I don't have any expectations. Nutmeg some people, play some good football, create chances, and if the team don't do anything around you, then it's not your business. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm pretty calm. So I'm gonna get that, because I never thought I'd ever see Joao Felix actually come to Chelsea, to be honest. It's a very, very random move. I've made it happen on career mode. I've brought him on career mode. And I'm looking forward to playing on career mode with him. And I'm going to play that FIFA career mode episode on Friday. But yeah, for him to be at Chelsea in real life, it is a bit weird, but it's a good weird. It's definitely a good weird. So I'm looking forward to watching him. Hopefully tomorrow he makes a start. I don't think there's any reason not to start him, man. We're in the mud. We need him to play. So may as well play him. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay. Right. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to get Felix's girlfriend on the back of my shirt. Jesus Christ. No. I'm not getting sacked. We already passed that episode, but I didn't get sacked. You was there for it, bro. I didn't get sacked. I actually made it. Number 11 suits him. Yes, I think for me it would have been number 11 or number 7. Either or I'm happy with, but number 11 definitely suits. If he can be a cult hero for 6 months, let's buy him and get in Cuckoo. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I would love to sit here at the end of the season and say Felix had a great loan and we can purchase him and he wants to stay and we buy him and he kicks on and I'd love that. Love that. You know, if I was to build my ideal Chelsea team and I had no limitations, but in some sort of realms of realism, not Mbappe, not Messi, Felix is one of those players that I've always got a little bit of a weakness to say, let's go and get him. You know, that's the kind of player I would love to have a great Chelsea career. If he was to, you know, rebirth himself and kind of respond to the form and respond to the system that Simeone had him in, and he was brilliant. He's one of those players that if he's playing at his best, you want him at your football club. You know, if Felix is at his best, you want him at your club because you're going to get everything that you want in terms of a playmaker, in terms of an advanced attacking winger. But for me, it's just what are the percentages of that actually happening at Chelsea is always slim. So it's always slim. Okay. The rumors for me are not serious yet. Not yet. Because I still see Tottenham leading the race in terms of they are the ones that are actually seriously interested. And the reason why I say that is because we play a back 4. Tottenham play a back 3 with wing backs, and he's currently playing a back 3 with wing back at Sporting. So I don't know if Chelsea's recruitment team is having some questions over him moving into a back 4, etc. Let me get the timer going. Game's kicked off. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if a bid goes in. I know we're serious. The release clause is there. So, and it's 40 million euros. And I don't think that's a terrible price point for him. You know, I really don't. Considering his age potential. So for me, I'm intrigued. I don't think the interest is quite serious yet, but I thought I'd bring it up just purely because we need a right back so badly. And we have been in some sort of connection. We've had some sort of link. Okay, let's get this timer going. Game's kicked off. Southampton versus Manchester City. It is true. The rumors are true. I will be doing FIFA membership streams for sure. just to narrow it down. Of course, if I just go with any, if I just go over subscribers, we'll be here all day. So the easiest way to narrow it down is to play the members, I think, and obviously, give them something back for the extra support. And yeah, there's quite a few members, fair play. So I will be doing a membership stream for FIFA. I'm probably going to do it on Friday. Sorry, not Friday. I'm probably going to do it on Saturday night. But I'll confirm that with you over the coming days. But I think it's going to be on Saturday night. And then what I'll do is I'll put that in the membership community tab with the link. And I'll put my username and you add me in and all that stuff. So you don't even need a link. You just need to add me, of course. And I just need to see what your usernames are. So yeah, we'll do all of that very soon. So yeah, membership, that's what's coming. I still need to get this timer on the screen. Still 0-0. Nothing crazy is happening as of yet. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of a howler typing the timer in. All right. Let's see what Man City are cooking. Gonna need to update this again. It's a little bit behind. Get it on the screen at least. So at the moment, Southampton in possession in their own half. Sorry, Manchester City in possession in their own half. Can I just say, right? You see this game? I don't know if it's just me, but the kits. I think that's a little bit of a clash. I think those kits are clashing a little bit. I really do. I'm looking at those kits and maybe it's just because I'm blind and I can tell the difference. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that's clashing a little bit too much. Personally, I think that's a little bit too close for comfort. They're both light kits. I don't know. I feel like there should be a darker kit out there somewhere. Maybe it's just me. I feel like there's a little bit of a clash. Kind of surprised. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Let me see. Big up Matisse. When's all you can eat Chelsea? Looking forward to debate and Potter with Eunice. Yes. Me and Eunice will for sure be having that debate. I'm looking forward to it. On all you can eat Chelsea. That will be coming out on Friday. We're going to record that Friday morning after the Fulham game. It would have been earlier this week, but we couldn't get it sorted schedule wise. So it's going to be recorded on Friday morning. And then it's gonna be put out on the Friday. So yeah, and we have a special guest as well. So there's gonna be 4 of us on that show. So yeah, big episode coming up. Felix was benched by his girlfriend Pedro Porro. That's not very nice. I've just deeped the rudeness. Here's Cancelo switching the play to Grealish. Now that he's my player, you can't be out here talking was on Felix. Maybe I would have let this go if he wasn't at my club. Felix is a Chelsea player now. So mind that you talk. Mind that you talk about him, because I'm going to be defending him now. It feels weird, but I'm going to be defending him. So mind that you talk about Felix, because he's now one of us. Do you know what I'm saying? Chat to my guy nicely. It feels so crazy for saying that Felix is our player. It just feels weird. Not that it's like some crazy Ronaldinho, not like that. It just doesn't feel like a normal transfer. It feels like a career mode transfer. It doesn't feel like something that would actually happen in real life. It's very strange. This guy with this super chat, man. He said, afraid this will be one of my last super chats. Going to get a life and grind and stack my bread to troll you full time. Big up, bro. I appreciate your support's been mad, man, over the last week and 2 weeks. So much appreciated. You're a laugh, man. I have to be careful when I'm reading your super chats, but you're funny. Forest have scored, apparently. Put themselves 1-0 up against Wolves. Yeah, that's true. We are playing career mode. We are. And that's why we have to kind of get used to this being these weird transfers. We have to get used to it, because we are playing career mode and we are moving mad and nothing's making sense. Oh, Bit of a scrappy effort from Gundogan. Good opportunity. It's kind of just, he's kind of snatched at it. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Apparently, listen, I don't know if the Felix girlfriend rumors and all that stuff is actually true. A lot of people saying that it's fake. I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's none of my business. I don't give a damn. I just want to see what the player does, man. I'm not interested in all the gossip and the OK magazine side of the player. I mean, if there's a problem, then I'm sure we would sort that out between Pedro Porro and Felix, and we wouldn't maybe go after him if that was the case, because no one ain't got time for drama, especially if it's not being recorded on Amazon. But shot. Oh, good save. Very, very good save. Chance for Southampton. I do remember when the rumors were first coming out, but yeah, good strike. Good strike and save, and Ward-Prowse has overhit that. The keeper still had to come and get it. Corner again for Southampton. They're applying the pressure. They're applying the pressure. Ward-Prowse with the ball in, tipped over or tipped out for a corner. Much appreciated, bro, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. So yes, we'll be sure to get that sorted for you. Like I said, on Saturday night, I'm going to look at the fixtures on Saturday night, and then I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't overlap. So maybe like a 10 o'clock, and then we'll get a FIFA. We'll get a FIFA one sorted. Because if you guys are going to batter me and embarrass me on this platform, then let's at least make it. Let's at least make it worth it. Jesus Christ! Because the way you guys have been slapping me up on Twitch has been, Jesus, it's just been embarrassing, man. No idea how. Ortega starts for a lot of clubs in the Premier League. That's what I'm going to keep calling him. Ortega. Let Chelsea fans know that Felix is not Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, you got to pay to embarrass me, 100%. If you're gonna embarrass me 6-7-0, which is what some of you lot are actually doing, get me clipped up by skullfuggery. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to charge. I'm gonna have to charge. There's no way I'm getting myself busted up for nothing, fam. There's no way. I'd rather do that on Twitch where I can't get caught. Oh goodness, man. Goodness. Oh. Well, it should be, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You should be fine doing crossplay and stuff like that. It shouldn't be an issue. There should not be an issue at all. I'm pretty sure you can play people on other consoles. So we'll get it sorted. All right, we're coming up to the 10-minute mark now. Southampton they've been pretty decent, to be fair. They've been pretty decent. Nothing too wild at the moment. And they're going long. Still looking out for our special players that we're witnessing in this match. So we're looking out for Lavia. We're looking out for Felix, who's on the ball now. Seeing how he plays today. Those are the two in particular we've got to keep eyes on. That midfield battle. Phillips in midfield now. So yes, let me update you. Seeing as there's a lot of you here as well, appreciate your support as always. How are you not watching Madrid? Who are Madrid playing, bro? I didn't even know Madrid were playing. Thoughts on City youth? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I feel like you're trying to do something. I feel like you're trying to play games. So I don't know who that is. Finn. I don't know who Finn is. Oh, they're playing Valencia. Oh, Super Cup semis. Oh, okay. He's trying to bait. Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm not saying it all. Okay, you're right. I should have maybe tuned into that. Well, listen, the longer we do the watch-alongs, the more we do them, the more I'm going to be on the lookout for European games. At the moment, I've just been doing the Premier League Big Six, because obviously tactically on DR, that's what I cover as well with James, and obviously on Big Six as well when we're playing, or we're on a panel for Big Six teams. So I'm keeping an eye on the Big Six teams at the moment. But we will be venturing out to Spain and Italy and Germany and France and whatnot. So in good time. So that looks like a cracker of a game. That's a great game. Hey. But yes, someone was asking about my coverage for the weekend as the game continues. So for me, I will be doing the North London derby. So the plan is that I'm going to split it, right? Because I'm on Saturday Football Show on DR. So I'm going to do the Manchester derby on DR in the morning and lunchtime. So I won't be doing it on this channel. But then on the Sunday, because I'm doing Chelsea at 2:00, I'm going to do one big, long London Clubs Carnage watch-along. It's not going to be with everyone, just me. But it's basically London Clubs Carnage. 2 London derbies. Palace versus Chelsea first. Then straight after, I'm going to do Arsenal versus Tottenham. We're just going to do it in one big, long watch-along. So it's going to be a long one. So make sure you bring your popcorn, fam. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to cover one, not the other. We're going to split them. So that's what I'm going to do, people. Here's Southampton on the attack. Cancelo, Foden. Foden's playing in the right half space in the midfield. Grealish is obviously on the left wing. Gundogan on the left side of midfield. So once again, Foden and Palmer. And obviously they may have played together in the academy. I don't know. Let me know, Man City fans, if they're in the same age group, Palmer and Foden. But they may have played together with the academy. So maybe that's why in back-to-back games now we're seeing Palmer and Foden playing next to each other. Obviously Foden tucked in a midfield 3 and Palmer in the wing position. And yes, 2 years age gap. 2 years age gap. So maybe not the same team, but they may be trying to establish some sort of chemistry. So, yeah. Yeah, they have. Oh, they have played together. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense then. If they play together, then that makes sense. Cool. So, yeah, I will be looking out for those European matches. Do not worry. We will be expanding. All right, 14 minutes gone. Manchester City in possession. Got Kyle Walker. Oh, that's a very, very loose pass. Got that horribly wrong, Kyle Walker. He just passed it out of play for no reason. He's under no pressure there in the back 4. Southampton back with the possession. Let's see. Opportunity to get themselves to a semi-final. Newcastle are through. Man United are through. Nottingham Forest at the moment are 1-0 up against Wolves. I wonder if they're going to split the Manchester clubs. A lot of people are saying that they're probably going to rig it. They're going to split the Manchester clubs and they're going to have Manchester United and Man City locked in for the final at Wembley, which would be mad, which would be nuts. That would be insane. When was the last time we had a Manchester derby in a final in a domestic cup? I'm trying to think. The last final, well, that's been a long time because the last time I'm thinking Man United were in the final anyway in the first place was under Van Gaal when Martial had a good season, right? So that was what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I don't know. 1984. Wow. I knew it was a long time because when you can remember these kind of big finals, Chelsea versus Arsenal, Chelsea versus Liverpool, Man City versus Liverpool. You can kind of. So I'm thinking, yeah, I haven't really seen these two in a cup final in a while, and yeah, that's crazy. Oh, wait, you're joking. Bro, can you keep the information important? Joe's League Cup. Oh, okay. This guy, man. Joe's League Cup. 2017. Under Joe's 2017. You, sir, are a menace. 2017. Southampton, they came down this right-hand side, but they have now won a corner. I think, have they got the corner? 2012, last semi-final. No, yeah, Europa League final was 2017, but they also won the League Cup. No, sorry, Europa League. Jose Mourinho won the Europa League against Ajax in 2017, and they also won the League Cup that year as well. I think he won 2 trophies. That was when Zlatan Ibrahimovic was up front for Man United. But I didn't know if they played City in the final. I don't think they played City in the final. Yeah, that's their last cup final. Okay, yeah. Oh, so you are telling the truth. 20. Oh, this guy's all over the place. He doesn't know. Yeah, you beat Southampton. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Grealish drawing in another foul. Yeah, he's drawn another foul there, as he always does. Gets kicked the crap out of. To be fair to Grealish, right? For the amount of times that he gets fouled and tackled and takes the hits, he doesn't really seem to pick up that many injuries. So man's being built to last, to be fair. Fair play to him. Because players like him usually have a lot of injuries on their name. He doesn't seem to be affected. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be too affected. Man's asking, can we go to the shops again? I don't think so today. Man said, listen, if we go anywhere, I'm going to the kitchen to get food. That's where I'm going. And I might actually just go to the kitchen to get food because I'm actually hungry. No, you know what? We will, because I don't see why I should starve. I really don't. I don't see why I should starve. At halftime, we're going to get dinner, guys. I'm hungry as hell. I'm really hungry. I'm going to have to put it in the microwave because I made it. And then now it's probably going to go cold. But I'm hungry as hell. Yeah, we're definitely going to get food, man. We're gonna go and sit in the kitchen and eat, man. 19 minutes gone. If I'm gonna do this many watch-alongs, right, I'm gonna have to balance it out. I'm gonna have to eat. Here's Felix. Oh, we go. Yeah, we'll get food at halftime, guys. We'll get food. Here's Laporte. Yeah, Man City. Just gonna go long. Cancelo win that. Oh, intercepted. Here comes Southampton. They're in a good position. You know what this team needs? It needs Buffal. They're missing Buffal, man. Missing somebody that can dribble. Well done. Yeah, play it about. There we go. Let's see. Yes, I went to get my haircut. What's wrong with that? Everybody's always asking me, have I seen Turkish's hairline? I have. Yes, of course. But you're not going to ever see it. Yeah. Here's that chance for Southampton now. He's just scuffed it, man. He just scuffed it. To be fair to him, he had a lot to do very, very quickly. And then he's tried to get it on his left foot and he's just scuffed it. Who is that? Mara. Yeah, he's just scuffed it. Who is Mara? I ain't know nobody named Mara. Who is this? You know, every time I watch these Leeds and these Southamptons, they've always got someone new. French footballer. 20 years old. Mara. Every time I watch Leeds or Southampton, these two clubs in particular, they always got some random player come out of nowhere. You guys know this guy? He's a FIFA wonder kid. Ah, it's random, man. Very random. Here's Palmer on the right-hand side. If I do a house tour, I'd be an idiot and I would just literally walk into all the rooms, but just keep the camera facing on me and then tell you which room I'm in and just move to the next room. That's what I'm going to do. You guys want to see what the room looks like? What? This is crazy. That don't make no damn sense. Switcher of play, Ward-Prowse. I need to meet up with Eunice, actually. I need to meet up with Eunice in person and do a video in person. That's something I haven't done in ages. Do you remember on this channel, we did a video in person with Eunice? In the last place I was living at. I haven't done one in person with Eunice in ages. Oh, it's 1-0! Oh my God, it's 1-0! Oh, what a finish! It's Mara! It's Mara! The kid from France! Elle est français! Je m'appelle Mara! 1-0! What a finish! Oh my days, I didn't see that coming. What a finish from Mara. Ball gets switched. Centrally, and the goalkeeper's come out, Ortega. Do you know what I'm saying? Ortega's come out. But that's not really where the problems lie, because the play continues. And it's Man City just sloppy in possession, giving the ball away. And the Mara's just gone ahead of Walker. And he's not had his centre-back instincts on there. Man City, man, that was awful. Like, there was 2 or 3 occasions where Man City could have easily dealt with that situation. And all of this has come from their own mistakes. Giving the ball away, goalkeeper coming out, doing all sorts of madness. Great finish from Mara. Really, really clinical. Southampton take the lead, man. This is brilliant. And I was just about to say, to be fair, watching this game, it's not really, you wouldn't really notice Man City coming up against the bottom team in the league. I think Southampton have actually competed quite well. They've played pretty well up until this point. And it's quite even. So fair play to Southampton. It's a pretty even game. If you're not tuning in yet to this match because you thought it was a dead rubber and you hadn't decided to watch this game, you are forgiven and you are completely within your right to think that, because I probably would do the same. But now you got to lock in because Southampton have taken the lead against Manchester City. Bottom team in the Premier League are leading against Man City. That is nuts. That is nuts. That really is. Wow. And they deserve it. I want to go through the statistics actually just to kind of back that all up. But they do deserve, I think. Nottingham Forest still 1-0 up as well. So yeah, they more than deserve it. They've been the better team. Yeah, 100%. Manchester City have had all the possession, but Southampton have had all the chances. 68% possession for Manchester City, but 5 shots for Southampton, 3 on target, just a 1 shot for Manchester City. Yeah, when you actually think about it, you can't really think of any chances for Man City. So it has been all Southampton with the chances. 3 corner kicks, 1 offside, 3 shots in the box, 2 outside the box. Yeah, more accurate passes. Obviously, much less possession, so understandable. I think Manchester City have made over double the passes of Southampton. So yeah, man, really, really good. Here's Manchester City, who've got a good game now because obviously they're gonna have to come back and try and cause a problem, try and get themselves back into the team. Headed away. Southampton is becoming a bogey team for City. This super chat: United win the Carabao Cup. Listen, don't rule out Newcastle, bro. Newcastle ahead of you in the league. Don't rule out Newcastle. I don't think I'd want to play Newcastle in a final on a one-off game. I think over 2 games, I think Man United would back themselves against Newcastle. But over 1 game, anything can happen. And Newcastle are a good enough team to, with their support, Man United support. If it was a Manchester United Newcastle final, Man United's fans, they better turn up at Wembley because Newcastle fans are going to go mad. They're going to go insane. I just don't have the time at the moment. I just don't have the time to be live on Twitch that much at the moment. Not to mention their algorithm stinks. And also their payment for creators at the moment stinks. So like I always say, you know, I'm trying to provide the content, provide as much content as possible for you guys. So these platforms, these big platforms, they need to pay their creators a lot better than they do. And yeah, Twitch are having a mare at the moment. So you can actually Google all of this and you can read up on it. It's literally public information that they've changed their splits for creators and stuff. So yeah, I just don't have the time to do it. As you can see, I'm trying to pump up the YouTube content. I think there's a lot more of you on here as well, so it's a lot more fun for everyone. And I'm just trying to do as much content as possible, literally. So yeah, the more the merrier. There's more people on YouTube. There is, yeah. So it is what it is. But maybe listen, I'm not done with Twitch. My account is there, and I'll try and do one show a week. I'll try and do something once a week on there. But yeah, at the moment I'm just trying to focus on YouTube. Here's the left-hand side. Man City, all cut back. Palmer. Oh, he didn't strike it well. Palmer again. Oh, he didn't get the connection, and he should have. He should have got a proper connection because it was laid up nicely for him. Man City turning up the heat. Yeah, Man City are turning up the heat, man. They're trying to respond. Considering they had no shots on target up until the goal, you can see now that they're really trying to step up. That goal, Kyle Walker doesn't get in front of Mara. He kind of just lets him get ahead of him. Obviously, it's a great run, and he's kind of done what typically strikers do, and they jockey you and they make you kind of go one way and then, you know, go another. Fake runs and movements and whatnot. Very subtle little things that you got to do as a striker to get that half a yard. But I think Walker just in unfamiliar territory there. Shot for oh my god! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh my god! It's 2-0! It's 2-0! Oh my god! Jesus! I think he's shocked himself. He doesn't even understand what he's done. Southampton have taken the second. They've taken the second. Let's go to Chris Kamara in the studio because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Oh my goodness. You know, both of these goals have come out of nowhere. He's taken a shot from 30 yards. He's taken a shot from 30 yards, 20, maybe 25 yards. And it's the goalkeeper again. Someone in the chat said that Ortega would start for any Premier League team. Well, listen, I'm not so sure about that because this guy in this match has been looking very messy. He messed up for one of the goals, but again, they could have defended it better after he headed it back into, you know, he came off his line and he headed it back into the possession of Southampton. But this second goal, he's off his line, and I don't know why he's off his line. He's given this player, who is it? He's given Musa Dempu. He's given him far too much room. Too much space to hit it. He's just left a massive portion of the goal wide open. There's no need from 25 yards out. There's no need to be standing there as a goalkeeper. His positioning was absolutely horrendous. I cannot explain. If you haven't seen the goal and you watch it, I can't explain to you what this goalkeeper is doing. His positioning is awful, and he's paid the price. He's asking for it, and he's paid the price. Yeah, 2-0 to Southampton, man. Jesus Christ, what a game. What a game. Hey, he's chipped him. He's absolutely chipped him. Who does this? Is he from Senegal? Is he from Senegal, this player? He's absolutely, he's proper dunked him. He's dunked on him. He's absolutely dunked on him there. I couldn't believe it. Wow. Just joined. How does Lavia look? Want him at Chelsea? I think he's been good. I think he's been very good. I'll check him out statistically as well. I think he's been very good. It's been a very good performance from Southampton as a whole. So nobody is having a poor game. Manchester City were just subjected to only one shot in the first 20 minutes, and they've had loads of chances, Southampton, so they've been much better. And the midfield is a big part of that. They're winning the ball. They're getting stuck in. Lavia has an assist. I think that assist comes from the last goal that we just saw go in. So it's not really an assist. You know, every assist is different. Wouldn't say it was some sort of playmaking moment from him. but he has an assist, one key pass. So yeah, he's involved. He's involved, very much involved. But just the one interception, tackles and ground deals were still waiting to get involved in all of that. So we'll see as the game progresses. But yeah, man, Southampton, really good performance so far. Very good performance. Very good performance, man. Let's see if they can continue this. This is insane. This team's bottom of the Premier League. This team is bottom of the Premier League. I'm genuinely in shock. You know, at the start of the game, what did I say? What did I say at the start of the game? I said, I can't see a hope or a prayer for Southampton. I said, I've never been more sure of a result for Manchester City. I said, I can't give Manchester City, or I can't give Southampton an inch. I can't give them an inch. And look what's going on. I could not be more wrong today. I could not be more wrong. I did not see this coming at all. They're getting cooked. Wow. I was like, yeah, Man City going to win, comfortable, easy, light work. Some people were even like, why did we do this stream? We could have done Real Madrid, Valencia. You know, we were all thinking it. We were all thinking it. This looked like a giveaway. Nope. Not at all. Insane. Can't believe it. Manchester City, yeah, Southampton give Man City problems every year. Fair. But I think this is the worst version of Southampton we've probably seen since they come to the top flight, probably in a decade, right? How long have they been in the top flight for? This is probably the worst version of Southampton we've seen. They've been awful this season in the Premier League. So I know they got a lot of young players, and you know, maybe they're actually probably equipped to go down and come back up. I don't know what their finances are, but Southampton, Lallana, Ricky Lambert, Van Dijk, Nathaniel Klein, Lovren, who else is they had? Schneiderlin, Wanyama. If you're talking about that Southampton, Sadio Mane, if you're talking about that Southampton, if they kept all their players, they'd be knocking on the door for Champions League football. That Southampton, I can understand beating Man City, but this is the worst Southampton I've ever seen. So, or at least I've seen in the Premier League since they came back. So yeah, man. This is definitely still very unexpected, regardless of the record for me. I'm very shocked. Very, very shocked. People forget just how many players came from Southampton. It's insane. Font as well, Portuguese centre-back. Loads. Chambers, Luke Shaw as well. Loads of players, man. As a United fan, I'm loving this. Either they lose and we become favourites for a cup, or they make subs and for 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday, they'll be tired. The shameless part of me wants to voice note Hugh, but I'm going to wait until the game's over. Here's Grealish. Blocked out for a corner. Wow. Yeah, Gareth Bale. Yeah. But that's a separate crop. That's like a way back. Theo Walcott and Chamberlain. Yeah, whole different era. Oh God, what are we gonna do with Saeed if Man United win this cup? Listen, this is why I'm a Geordie. And you guys were some guys in the chat were like, oh, stop supporting Newcastle so heavily. You're doing too much. You're licking ass. What's wrong with you with this Newcastle hype? Now you understand Newcastle hype, huh? Now you understand. You better be understand, as Grizz says. You better be understand, because you're gonna need Newcastle to win this cup, because it's not gonna be Nottingham Forest, in my opinion. So we need Newcastle to beat Man United, because if Man United win this, Saeed is gonna be unbearable. It's gonna be a long day, and you're gonna have Cams doing the shush and the one game at no. Can't be dealing with all that, man. Can't be. So yeah, we need Newcastle to do their thing, man. Looks like Man City are going home. This is crazy. I'm not supporting Man United. Are you crazy? No chance. Absolutely no chance. No chance. This is mad. 35 minutes in. I'm gonna. So what? See, I was gonna eat at half time, but this is actually now worth talking about. So I don't feel like we should rip the piss. I think we should actually be serious. I think we should make a phone call for sure at halftime. Definitely check in on people at halftime. I might go and get the food and have it here, but I'm not going to take this into the kitchen because I want the quality to remain. This is actually important. Yesterday was a snooze fest in the first half. This is actually a madness. This deserves our full undivided attention. Ring Daps. You are. I like the way you think. You, sir, are a smart one. I like that. I will be ringing Daps. Spot on. All right, 36 minutes gone. Manchester City in possession. We've clipped it over the top. Well caught. Come on, you Saints. No one cares about the Mickey Mouse trophy. I'm not going to lie to you. I do. I would love to have won something, anything. I'll take any trophy right now. This is the Man City Cup, they call it. This is the Man City Cup. All right. Here's Cancelo. Hey. Yeah, I'll definitely be calling Daps at halftime. 100%. He calls me enough. I'll call both of them. Big Steve's at the game, so there's no point calling him. But I'll call Hugh and Daps just to check in. Again, just to check in. Not in a malicious way. We're just checking in. We just checking in. Throw in for Man City. So at the moment, we're coming into half time in just under 10 minutes time, and it's going to be still 2-0 at the moment. I mean, Man City, they don't look great. Even since the second goal's gone in, you know, I know they had their little burst with Foden and Palmer with the cutback and trying to get that second Grealish, obviously deflected shot, but I don't really feel like Southampton are in any immediate danger. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it as they come forward now, Foden. But it just doesn't feel like they're in any immediate danger. They should. I feel actually quite confident in Southampton, like getting to half time. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh, they kind of messed up their counter-attack. They messed up their counter-attack, man. 38 minutes gone. Ball in, headed. "38 minutes. Mad. Yeah. 2-0. Some people didn't know the score. Some people didn't know the severity of the situation and the madness that was taking place. Well, you know now. It's insane what we've seen in this first half. And to be honest, I don't know who this Ortega brother is, but he's not looking like Zac Efron that we saw last season. I think he's gone to Middlesbrough. I didn't see Zac Efron doing this in the cup. This Ortega guy is looking a bit suspect. Ball over the top, looking for Gundogan. Here's Palmer. I think Palmer maybe could have got the ball in that moment. He checked back in on his right. I think he should have just put the ball in. Things opened up there. He didn't put the ball in. Gundogan. What Chelsea couldn't do. Let's not talk about it, man. Like Gabe. Let's not talk about it. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Lavia. He's been really good. All right, back to the goalkeeper now. 5 minutes till half time. Really, really strong performance from Southampton. Even when they go into their defensive shape, they do look very organized. They don't look like a team that's at the bottom of the table. They look like a team that could actually see this through and stay disciplined enough to get through it. And Lavia, like you said in the chat, is a big part of that. Just 19 years old, former Manchester City player. Obviously just signed from them in the summer. He's playing for Southampton against his old club, and he's putting in a really, really good performance. They're very organized. Defensively, everybody's doing their job. Kyle Walker-Peters playing this left-hand side on left-back position. And obviously you have a Palmer who's cutting in. So at the moment, Palmer's kind of struggling to check inside because Walker's is right-footed, so predominantly anyway. So you're kind of playing into his strengths when you go over right-footed left-back and coming up against, like we used to do that with Aspilicueta in the title-winning season. It worked really well. I think, to be honest, but the thing I'm saying that with these Southampton players, some of them, is that there's no point going for them in January. You may as well wait for them to get relegated. If they get relegated, you may as well wait because you're going to be able to get these players at a snip price if you just wait for them to get relegated. Whereas if you try and buy them before they get relegated, you're going to get charged extra for trying to relegate them early and not letting them have the chance to fight for relegation. Do you see what I'm saying? Southampton are going to try and get extra money from you because you're taking a player that can help them keep them in the league. If you just wait for Southampton and if they get relegated, then you go for Lavia, then you go for Walker Peters, then you go for Ward-Prowse if you want Ward-Prowse at your club. Aston Villa wanted Ward-Prowse, I think, under Gerrard. So if you just wait, then you're going to get it much cheaper. Because these players ain't playing championship football. Some of this just not going to happen. So keep an eye on it. A couple minutes to go until half time. Couple minutes to go before half time. Big first half here at St. Mary's. I did not see this coming. It's been a great first half. Southampton have been brilliant. They've basically played the perfect game. They've taken advantage of all the Man City slip-ups as well. I think Man City have just been complacent today. There's a lot of short passes that have not gone to their teammates. A lot of undercooked passes. I just think they've been very, very sloppy. And goalkeeper's got a lot to answer for after that first half. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't. I have not seen it. I didn't see it. I think he was very angry though, wasn't he? As we all were. And yeah, I know he's Potter out now. So I think I did see some of it, but I didn't see all of it because I was doing the roundabout that night as well. So it was a busy day for me. 43 minutes in, they're trying to get through the first phase. Here we are. Oh, intercepted. Come on, Southampton. Go on, play it. Left. Oh, Armstrong. Oh, well done. Unlucky. If they can get to halftime 2-0 up, I got faith in them. I got faith in them to see this through. The only thing that we have to worry about with Man City is obviously how good they are, right? And Pep's going to scream at them at halftime. He's going to make changes. And Haaland's on the bench, and Silva and all these guys are on the bench. De Bruyne. So there's a whole second wave of players to come into this match from Man City, and we'll have to see if they make the difference. It's going to be difficult. The good news is for Man United fans is that if they do bring on Haaland, they do bring on Kevin De Bruyne, then that's they're not getting the full rest, and that maybe gives you a little bit of a equalizer because you had to bring on Rashford and Casemiro last night. So if they have to do their half an hour shift as well at the St. Mary's, and this is going to be a much more intense game if they come on because they're trailing 2 goals, so much more intense than your game. So Man United fans can definitely take something from that, 100%. And you've played a day earlier as well, so it's a lunchtime kickoff on a Saturday. They're playing on the Wednesday. You've played on the Tuesday. And they've had to bring on big hitters. And you're at home. So, yeah, man. I think Man United will get something out of that game. I don't know if you're going to win, but I definitely think you're going to get something out of it. I'm minimum going with a draw, I think. Like a 1-1, I'm thinking. And then people are saying for North London Derby predictions, that is something I don't know. I haven't decided yet what my prediction would be because Tottenham's record at home to Arsenal is mad. Tottenham always get up for the game, but Arsenal are way better than them. So I don't really know what I don't know what to expect, man. I could see Arsenal winning that, but at the same time, they never win there. So if they don't win, should I be shocked? I don't know, man. It's tough. Halftime in this game. Manchester City 2-0 down to Southampton. Crazy first half. A first half that started with us questioning, what we're doing at halftime. People were like, "Are you going to go to the shops? Are you going to, we're going to have a little bit of a wonderful meal?" And it just all kicked off, and it was just insane. No, I'm not going to go shop now. It's too cold out there. And it just kicked off, man. I want to see the highlights, to be honest. I want to miss the highlights. So yeah, just insane first half, man. Insane. All right, cool. Let's make our phone calls because we got to check in on people, make sure they're okay. Let's see. I think Thabz. I've got to give Thabz a ring. I just checking in on him. He's got Big Six extra today as well. Oh my God, he's got Big Six extra after the game.
Yo.
Hi, Thabz.
Oh, I'm doing a fucking watch.
I know, so am I. We could just talk, bro.
We can talk.
We could just because you was quick to ring me the other day. I'm just checking in on you now.
Quick to ring you, yeah.
I'm just making sure you're all right because I know you got Big Six extra after this, bro.
Listen, hey, bro, I've just said it's not the best of times
It's
to
not.
go fucking 2-0 down
Yeah.
against a team whose manager's about to get fucking sacked. Right? And we have to, and I'm gonna take this fucking personally because I need to go on Big Six extra tonight.
Yeah.
Right? And I've sat there thinking, yeah, I'm going on here calmly. I'm gonna let everyone do their fucking thing quietly and have a quiet week. Oh no, I'm fucking not because you're gonna be coming for me.
Yeah. And
Brilliant. Pause.
you've got the Manchester derby as well. And I'm actually calling you to prepare you because KG's on this episode, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
KG, KG, bro.
I've got face-to-face with KG tomorrow for DR as well.
Oh God, bro, you was there when we filmed KG after you guys have just lost with the soundboard. Oh shit, you're screwed, bro. You're finished.
Listen, here's what it is. As far as for the second half, Pep needs to fix the fuck up. So does Gomez, get him off the pitch. But most importantly, bro, listen, you don't want to play an angry City team. So that is all I can say. You don't want to play an angry City team. I'm out.
All I've been saying to the Man United fans is that now you're probably gonna have to bring on De Bruyne, KDB, and it's probably gonna mean that they don't get the rest that they need. And the goalkeeper calls over. The goalkeeper. I mean, the goalkeeper's got a lot to answer for, man. Goalkeeper's in some big trouble, man. So let's see what happens, people. It's gonna be a madness. Again, I just want to check in on another friend in need. That doesn't sound like a healthy ring. You know when the ringtone doesn't sound healthy. Oh, hey.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
No, because you said it was a training session against us, and now I'm seeing you guys giving out free training sessions. I'm just confused.
Yeah, you didn't work as hard enough. This is your fault. Get down off my phone. Get down off my phone. Fuck your live stream.
Yo, this season is hilarious. I can't lie, fam. You can't predict anything. It's a crazy season. You can't. He didn't even want to talk. I didn't even get to bring up Ortega, fam. He was like, nope, get the fuck off the phone right now. I'm not talking to you. Bro, I can't believe this season, man. It's so random. Just the shit that's happening just doesn't make no sense. It just doesn't make any sense, man. I'm actually dead. Oh, it's just so funny. Big Steve's at the game, so I'm gonna leave him because he's probably fucking, angry in the St. Mary somewhere in the away section, where you go for your halftime beers, halftime piss, halftime whatever. He's probably in the loo right now, do you know what I'm saying? Just looking up at the ceiling thinking, Lord have mercy, what has happened in the first half? So I'm going to leave him, do you know what I mean? Is Saeed not live, no? Is he live? Is there only me covering this? See, I'm the only one that took the plunge tonight. Because I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Oh my goodness. I thought Saeed would have covered this. He's not covering it. All right, so it's just me out here. It's just me out here holding it down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If it gets to full time and it's the same score, I'll call Saeed. Let's save ourselves. Let's save ourselves. But yeah, man, I need to see the highlights because the first half is insane. First half is nuts, man. Really, 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 really good performance from Southampton. You want me to call him now? Yeah, I did call Thabz. Rewind that a little bit. Oh God, I can't believe this. It's just insane. You know what it is? Because it's the Man City Cup, right? So yeah, Man City Cup, and I just also assumed that they would just win this game. I didn't see them doing this and playing like this. They were just so poor. So poor. They're right. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. There was 1,400 and something of you in here. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it to 500. Because more than you can believe. That's why we should get it to 500, because more than you can believe. Most people saw this fixture today and they said, bun that. We're not covering it because it just doesn't look like a shock. It doesn't look like a good game. It looks like a domination, an annihilation, a discombobulation. But we put the faith in. We didn't actually put it in verbally when we came on, but we put the faith in by actually running it. And here we are. We're enjoying a fantastic, fantastic game. So make sure you smash up the likes. I actually don't even have KG's number. I don't even have his number. So yeah, but I know he's live at the moment, so I'm gonna leave him to it. I'll probably see him this week, so we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the phone calls for now because I don't want to jinx it. Do you know what I'm saying? We've rang enough people. If this comes back and blows up in my face, I'm gonna look like an idiot. So I'm gonna wait for full time. Man City can still get back into this. They have Haaland, they have De Bruyne on the bench, they have Silva on the bench, they have all of these options. But they just need to change the way they're playing. It's not even about the personnel. They got enough quality out there to win the match. It's the way that they're playing. They've been too passive up until the first goal, and then now they're obviously starting to get themselves moving. But yeah, the goalkeeper needs to stop acting like an idiot. The defense, the build-up play is just too lax. It's too lax and it's too loose and it's not punchy. The passes are under hit. That's not something that you associate with Manchester City. They can all pass the ball. We all know that they can pass the ball. So there's no need for that. There's absolutely no need for them to be having, passes falling short, going to opposition players. That first goal, so that they're just playing the highlights now. The first goal, they must have given the ball away about 2 or 3 times in that sequence before Southampton put an attack together to score. The second goal is all about, yes, they lose the ball and then there's a transition. The second goal is all about the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's positioning for the second goal just doesn't make any sense. It genuinely doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what he's trying to do. I don't understand where he's going. He's not coming out for it because it's impossible to think you can at that point. So I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing for the second goal. And I don't know what the concentration levels are doing for the first goal, because they gave the ball away 2-3 times in situations where it's not even high pressure. It's not like Man City were pressed to death and they just gave the ball away because the press was that incredible from Southampton. It's just not, that's not the case. They just gave the ball away because they just weren't concentrating. They were just being lazy. So yeah, second half's going to be a great one, man. Make sure you lock in. Like I said, smash up the likes. And yeah, second half, looking forward to it. I probably will stay for the draw. I don't see why not. I mean, I am hungry as well. So let's make sure that they do the draw immediately. Let's get this moving. Don't take 10 years to take out 4 balls out of 2 balls or whatever the hell it is. Do you know what I mean? Home and away. Just make this move. Make this move. So yeah, I might do the draw. It depends how hungry I am at full time, but there's only going to be 4 teams. Just, we'll see what happens. The draw's at 10:30. Oh, count me out. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Man said the draw is at 10:30. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Nah, I don't need to be there for that. If Chelsea are not even in the draw, do you know what I'm saying? Even if Chelsea was in the draw, I still wouldn't stay that long for a draw. So nah, it's only a few balls being taken out of a few bowls. It ain't that deep. So yeah, hopefully Southampton don't bottle this, man, because I'm excited for them. This is a big opportunity. Semi-final. I think they've been to a semi-final of Carabao before. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing them there. But even if I have, it's still a great opportunity for them. I mean, they probably should focus on the league. I'm not going to lie. They have their own problems. Again, that's why I put it so firmly in Man City's court, I just thought Southampton would kind of put their interest towards the Premier League. If you look at the Premier League at the moment, Southampton are down in 20th, and they are 3 points off West Ham, who are 17th. But they have lost 5 games in a row in the Premier League, and I think it might be more. Let me see. So they beat Palace in the FA Cup. They lost to Nottingham Forest at home. They lost to Fulham away. They lost to Brighton at home. They lost to Liverpool away. They lost to Newcastle. So that must be the 5 defeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the 5 defeats. And then they drew with Arsenal. Sorry, they lost to Palace. They've actually lost 6 games in a row. And the last time they picked up a point was actually against Arsenal at home, that 1-1 draw on the 23rd of October. That's the last time they picked up a point in the Premier League. And before that, they had a win and a few other draws and whatnot. And yeah, so it's insane. But the last time they picked up a point in the Premier League was against Arsenal. So they desperately need to get back on track. They have Everton on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Massive game. Big opportunity for them to win because they're coming up against another relegation candidate and another pretty poor team who they could leapfrog. Well, they wouldn't be able to leapfrog goal difference, but they'll be able to go level on points with. Then they've got Villa at home. Again, you need to be winning those type of games. Brentford, Wolves. So there are opportunities here for Southampton to get themselves out of this, but not if they don't start picking up some serious wins. No. My girl just got back from her travels, so I'm definitely not going to stay extra long today. I'm not going to do a big long watch along. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it out full time. They're all saying should I just go and get some food? I've already got the. All right, maybe I should eat. Do you want me to eat? I could eat. I could get some food. Should we get some food? I just don't want to talk and eat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm meant to be talking to you guys. If I eat, I ain't gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna talk my mouth full, and then I could wait. Second half, it'll fly by. It's gonna be a good game. If it was a dead game and if it was a 0-0, then I'd eat on stream. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to have a little snack because the game's so bad. But this is a good game. I can wait. I can wait. All right, cool. All right. I'm excited for the second half, man. It's easy not to jump to the food right now when the game is so good, man. The game is so good. I just never expected this. And Southampton, man, they've just made this game so entertaining. They've really gone for it. I don't know if this is the policy against Man City going forward for all teams. I wouldn't get too excited. They've obviously made their changes today. They've rested some players. And obviously, maybe the concentration stems from the fact that this is a Carabao Cup game and they know in the league they're chasing Arsenal. So that's where they're really putting their attention to. I think they've kind of underestimated Southampton a little bit today, their players. The way that they're playing tells me that they're kind of underestimating them. They're kind of not taking the piss, but you know how it is mentally in sport. You don't go into every single game with the same pump, with the same enthusiasm, with the same energy. It's not possible. That's why motivators are there. That's why managers are there. But I just get the feeling that they have slightly underestimated Southampton, which is fair enough. They've lost the last 6 games in the Premier League. They are bottom. I underestimated them as well. I think everybody did. But they've shown in the first half that they're not any mugs. They're not mugs, and they are more than happy to take advantage of any mishaps. Right. Man of the match so far. Do get your man of the match so fars in the chat. For me, let me see, because I always like to confirm what I've seen with some stats just to back it up before I give it. It's tough, to really point someone out because it has been a good team performance. Like, you don't get a game like this, and it's easy to give it to a goal scorer or something, but when you have a game like this is a proper team performance. For me, I wouldn't give it to a goal scorer. I think if I'm going to give it to someone, it's got to be someone in the engine room. I think either of the midfielders can get it personally, can get the man of the match at the moment. And that's Delino and that's Lavia. So at the moment, I got to give it to them because I just feel like they're right in the epicenter. They're right in the middle. They're right where the heat of battle. And it ain't an easy game. They're making it look easy. Maybe we should just give it to Lavia just because he's a target. Yeah. All right. Game's kicked off, and I'm always late with this timer. Jesus. Let's get the timer going, man. All right. 46. Let's go from there. Second half kicked off. Can Southampton hold this lead? They have a nice, comfortable lead. If this was 1-0, I'd have a lot less confidence because, you know, it only takes one moment. Man City are more than capable of getting a goal. Highest goal scorers in the country, or at least in the top flight. But 2 goals, you got something to defend. You got actually something to defend. Is that the best decision to go and defend from the off? I don't think so. I think Southampton should try and play the way they're playing, but there naturally will be a little bit more of a defensive attitude. Maybe they won't commit so many bodies forward. Here's De Bruyne, who's come on off the bench, in behind now. Oh, it's just wide of the post. Big chance for Alvarez, and it's wide, set up immediately by the substitute De Bruyne, who's literally just come on off the bench at halftime. I'm not sure who he's come on for. I'm going to take a punt and say that he's come on for Palmer. I think that might be a good, decent guess. Alvarez just strikes wide of the post. Who has he come on for? Is it Palmer he's come on for? Saeed, don't jinx it. Is Saeed in the chat? Oi, Saeed, I didn't know where you was, brother. Do you want me to ring you? Don't jinx this, bro. Saeed. Saeed's jinx it. I was gonna ring him at full time. Now he's in the chat. Is he in the chat? Yo, Saeed.
Oh, bro, I just woke up. I slept on the job, man. What the fuck, man?
Bro, was you meant to cover this game?
No, I wasn't, but I was meant to watch it. But bro, I fell asleep on the job.
Bro, what? Bro,
we're winning the Carabao Cup. We're winning the Carabao Cup, you know. We're winning it.
You still got Newcastle. Hold on. Hold down. Hold up.
We're not getting Newcastle, man. We'll get Wolves or something, man. Nottingham Forest. The draw ain't happening yet.
It's happening at 10:30, yeah. Bro, you have missed a stellar. You need, bro. I can't believe you missed this match. You've missed a proper game.
I fell asleep. I finished Rance's stream.
Yeah.
And bro, I just thought to myself, let me just take a little nap. There's 30 minutes left. Let me take a little nap. And bro, I woke up. I'm bamboozled, man. Bro, what is going on?
Bro,
explain to me what's the half saying.
I tell you who's bamboozled is Man City's goalkeeper because he's been horrendous, bro. But to be honest, yeah.
What?
Southampton, they deserve it. Like when I looked at the halftime statistics, I was like, do you know what? I thought it was an even game. I didn't give Southampton their credit. They dominated the first half. They had 5 shots to City's 1. City just dominated possession, but Southampton were way better. The first goal,
Man City.
Yeah,
we're talking about, you know,
bro. They've been complacent as hell, giving the ball away, getting caught in transition. Hey,
Derby Day, they're getting it on Derby Day. Where's Hugh, man?
I already rang Hugh. I rang Hugh and he told me to fuck off. He hung up the phone.
Yeah, man, he said fuck off as well because he's coming to Manchester as well. So I want to send him back to Ireland, yeah? With the L, mate. With the L. Brother, we're winning this Carabao. Listen, I heard Finnish losing as well. Wolves.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what's extra perfect about this? I spoke to Thabz. Yeah, I rang him. Do you know who Thabz is on Big Six Extra tonight, right? And guess who's on? KG with the soundboard.
Oh, KG. He's more famous than me, by the way.
Oh, God.
KG, let me tell you something about KG. KG is even more famous than me.
Bro, he cooked me, bro. He cooked me on the super fan debate. He was calling me Spider-Man and shit.
KG, you know, listen, please, Southampton, listen, Lavia, do your thing. I don't care if it's your former club. I'm on to Lavia. If he has a disaster class second half, yeah, that's when we know what's going on. He's been paid half time. You know what them man are like, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I was just saying before I rang you actually at half time that I actually think that you can get a result against them at Old Trafford. I really do. Because your defense is nothing like what it was. You've kept bare clean sheets. And Casemiro's going to start.
We only lost one game at Old Trafford. We've beaten 3 of the top 6.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. We dealt with him. Ten Heisenberg, man. He's coming. He's coming.
Ten Haggy.
Chelsea, though, man. I would have loved to cook Chelsea.
Ten Haggy.
We'll deal with him.
Ten Haggy. Oh, Ten Haggy.
Man, I'll leave you to it, man.
Bro, I'll chat to you, bro. Make sure you watch the second half. Don't fall asleep again.
No, listen, I'm here. It's only I could, obviously, I can't FaceTime you, but it's on now. I can see Aki got the ball now. Stay where you are. But look at the chat, man.
Don't go anywhere.
We're here. We're active.
Big up. Bro, he is excited for that Manchester derby. This just makes everything so finely poised. I'm just here for the content. And I know if they lose this game, not only is Big Six Extra going to absolutely be hilarious, but also when we do our show on Thursday, I just know that his chest is going to be out massively because he's going to get confidence from this. He's going to get confidence. And you have to pick up some confidence from this because Man City, even though they've rested players, they still have top players out there. They've been really poor, man. They've been average. So I think that Manchester derby is going to be crazy, man. I really do. I think it's going to be nuts. I'm actually quite excited. I think it's going to be. I think there's goals in the game. I think there's mistakes. There's everything, man. It's going to be good. I can't believe he actually fell asleep. Somebody in the chat said, "Oh yeah, Saeed fell asleep on the sofa," and I was like, "What are you lot talking about?" And now I understand what you mean. Yo, it's absolutely mad. Goal for Wolves, 1-1 in that game against Nottingham Forest. So yes, if you're coming into the live stream now and you're just finding out what the schedule is. So I'm not going to be streaming the Manchester derby on my channel because I'm going to be on DR because I'm also on Saturday Football Show straight after, as I am most weeks. So I'm just going to do both on DR. And then for the North London derby, I will be doing it on my channel. I'm going to do Palace versus Chelsea. And then in the same stream, we're going to do a double header. Arsenal versus Tottenham. We will definitely have to eat in that stream. But we're going to do both back-to-back. One big, long stream. You can call it London Clubs Carnage if you want. It's basically, carnage. 2 London derbies back-to-back. So, yeah, I'm going to do one on DR and I'm going to do one on my channel. Obviously, it just makes sense to do the North London derby. It's a lot easier for me. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be mad. I'm looking forward to it, man. Big games. So... 1-1 Jimenez. Why is everybody saying why are you disappointed about the 1-1? Do you mind who you play with, Nottingham Forest or Wolves? Does it make a difference? Both of them are just as unpredictable as the other, I know. Skullfroggery's lurking somewhere. Oh Lord, it's all mad. Carnage, bro. It's gonna be carnage. So yeah, I'm looking for that's like a 6-hour stream. I know it's gonna be wild, man. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But my logic is when I finish my Chelsea streams, I always ask you guys, should I put the review up or should I wait? And you're obviously, for the North London derby, you're going to tell me you wait, right? There's no point putting it up during the North London derby. No one's going to watch. So seeing as no one's going to watch the review until after, I may as well just do the derby, right? I may as well watch it because I may as well watch it here because I'm not going to put out a review straight after anyway. So it's going to be a long one, but I'm going to be pumped. Because that's going to be a great game. It's good that it ends with the North London derby because Chelsea might be iffy with the entertainment, so they go first where we have the energy. North London derby will carry us through. So Man City on the attack here, on the right hand side, dinked it into the box, and it's ended up being caught by the goalkeeper. De Bruyne is trying to put those crosses in, but there's no Haaland, bro. You're trying to get those crosses in, but Haaland is not in that box. It's Grealish, it's Foden. So I don't know how long Pep's going to give it before he brings on Hairline because, I mean, it depends how serious he's taking this competition, right? This is usually a competition that Manchester City win, and they usually go full pelt, and they I did tell him to watch. Yeah, he's watching the game. Don't worry, Saeed's watching it. So usually Manchester City go full pelt, and they want to win. They usually get a marker down, and I respect that. A lot of people take the piss out of this competition, but I remember when Chelsea under Jose Mourinho in their title-winning season, they won the Carabao Cup in the final against Liverpool. Back then, it was called the Carling Cup. And it gave us the momentum to keep going. And I think too many clubs that don't pick up trophies often enough, they disregard this competition and they don't use it as a marker to set a marker down for the season. So I would perfectly be happy buzzing to win it. And I think more clubs need to try and pick this trophy up because it only helps when your team's won a trophy. with your tactics as a manager, especially if you're trying to bed in new systems, new formation, new style. If you pick up a trophy, you immediately get the backing. You immediately get the, oh, I see what you're doing here. Now I see what you're cooking. I wasn't familiar with your game. Now I am. That kind of vibe. So yeah, man, I just think personally that you should never really take any cup lightly. Try and win every single one of them. Hairline is coming on. I've obviously spoken it into existence. I mean, he was always going to come on, to be honest. 55 minutes in, he's putting on the shirt. He's coming on. Pep's had enough. And also there's an injury at the moment. Is that? Not sure. Oh, here he comes. Hairline comes onto the pitch. But we hope Hairline. Listen, Southampton, you've got this, man. It's only Hairline, man. Don't shit yourselves, all right? Because when this guy comes onto the pitch, he just scores goals, regardless. Half of the time it's because people are shitting themselves. So just stay focused. Just pretend it's anyone else. Grealish is coming off. Obviously now De Bruyne's really going to be whipping those balls into the box. So Haaland's got a good 35 minutes on this pitch to try and cause as many issues for Southampton as possible. It's usually a given that he scores when he comes onto the pitch. We just have to pray. Please have a malfunction. Yes. Pray that the robot has a malfunction. Pray that the robot's wires have been crossed. Pray that the system is not sturdy. Just pray. Just pray, guys. Because sometimes robots don't get it right. And this is one of those days we need it to be where he gets it wrong, because I don't need to see a comeback. I've made too many phone calls and had too much fun to go back now. There's no going back. There's no going back. Okay, so that's where we are with that. 56 minutes in, 2-0 to Southampton. Let's see if Manchester City can turn up the heat. They are currently 2-0 down. They have De Bruyne and Hairline on the pitch. I don't know if they've brought in anyone else. I think that's just the only two. So Foden, I think, will move to that left. De Bruyne and Gundogan in the half spaces with Felix. And on the right, who do we have? Oh, here we go, Man City. Good catch. Well done, goalkeeper. Well done. Well done. Big up everybody in the chat. There's over 1,500 of you in here for a game that I ain't even got any stake in. I lie. I have massive stakes for the Saints. And yeah, I mean, 1,500 of you in here. Big up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up the likes. You're here for a shock. I'm here for a shock. We're not far from 500. We should definitely hit 500. Let's get that done. They're just showing the Wolves goal. Good ball across the box. It was Jimenez with the equalizer. And it's 1-1 in that game. But I don't really mind what the score is there, to be honest. It doesn't really make a difference. The next Big Six watch-along. So obviously we have to get a whole studio and it's expensive. And there's 6 of us. Yeah, so it's not easy. So we're not going to do them regularly right now until we get our own. Hopefully we get our own studio. And then we can do them, you know, every single big game. You know, every single Big Six clash, every single final. And so I don't know if you're going to get another one until maybe the finals, maybe the Champions League final, hopefully, something like that, you know, so we'll see. But nothing lined up at the moment. Not at the moment. So yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope. All right, 58 minutes gone. 2-0 to Southampton. Again, Manchester City, let's see if they can do something. We're approaching the hour mark. I haven't really been worried for Southampton as of yet. But now that Haaland's on the pitch, it does change things. Ake's also come onto the pitch as well. That's their third substitution to bring a bit of balance. Obviously, Kyle Walker was playing centre-back. I don't think he still is, or is he? Because that was weird. He is still at centre-back, yes. So, strange. But no, because what they're going to do now that Ake's on is they're going to move to a back 3. So, Cancelo will push up into the wing-back position. And Kyle Walker will play right side centre back like he did for England, and Ake will play left side. So it's not as crazy. Here's Southampton coming forward, trying to create another chance. Come on, give him an option. Well done. Oh, beautiful from Southampton. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. That was great. Really, really good 1-2. Come on, man. Oh, why did you overhit that pass like that? Oh. Okay, just about got there. Yeah. Coming up to the hour mark. Still 2-0. Southampton look good, man. They look good. They really, really do. They're one of those teams in this game in isolation because their season's been awful. But in this game, it looks like if Man City come a little bit too forward and try to put the gas on too much, Southampton are very much ready to capitalize and hit them on the break and in the transition. They got some technical players in this match. They're playing like a good technical team. They're not completely sacrificing the ball when they have it. They're not going, just pumping it into the box. They are legitimately trying to put together good build-up play, good 1-2s, and trying to put together some patterns to create chances. They are they're very good in this game, I must say. I think that is who's coming on. Going to be a two players substituted for Southampton, so they're going to make some changes. They've lost depth. Their general play is worse. I want to see Oyster. Yes. Now, this is the perfect player for me to bring on when you're 2-0 up, say with 20, 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes to go, and you know that Man City are going to keep pushing people forward and you want to hit them on the break. I would love to see him come on and the final dagger from him. That would be brilliant. The final dagger from him. Taking Lavia off is a risk. He's running the game. I'm a bit shocked that he's coming off. I think he's been one of their best players. But he does have some injury concerns, someone is saying here. That's probably the reason, and fair enough. Yeah. They're probably protecting him. Let's see if they can cope. Oh, he's flicked it. Oh, my God, Southampton. Listen, Southampton are trying to ball out. They're trying to ball out. Wow, they're trying to ball out. They're doing little flicks and tricks now. 7 shots to 5. So obviously Man City have started to catch up. It was 5-1, but no shots on target for Manchester City still in this match. 60 minutes in, not a single shot on target. Alvarez had his best chance wide of the post after De Bruyne put him through. Palmer's shot was blocked. What else have they had? Can't even remember the other shots. Another change. Pep is making changes. Rodri's coming on for Felix. Yo, Pep is panicking. I'm going to start calling him Panicking Pep. Panicking Pep. Panicking Pep. He is panicking. This is insane. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. F1, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens because there's things going on behind the scenes. So I'm not sure. I will be involved in F1 in some capacity. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know where and how. Do you know what I mean? So there's things going on behind the scenes in regards to F1. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what materializes and where and how I'm doing it. But I'm going to be somewhere for it because it's F1. I love F1. So I would love to actually get to some races. If I can get to some races this season, that's the dream because I've never been to an F1 race. And dare I say, if I can get to one of them crazy ones where you get to go with the team and do the radio and, hey, listen, if I get to go behind the scenes with the F1 team and actually go, I'm going to vlog that. And that's going to be insane because I'll be like a kid in a candy store, fam. I'll be moving mad. I'll be so excited. So let's see if we can do that. If we can make that happen, that would be wild. 63 minutes gone. Let's see. De Bruyne, what have you got for us? This is a big moment for De Bruyne. He's got to step up. Haaland's got to step up. No Mahrez as well. Mahrez is on the bench. Surprised that maybe he hasn't brought him on. He's obviously gone for the balance defensively with Ake coming on. But, Mahrez is in good form the last 2 games. So I would assume he's coming on. And even Bernardo as well. So they've brought on De Bruyne, they've brought on Rodri, they've brought on Haaland, and they've brought on Ake. So they've only got 1 substitution left. So it will be Bernardo Silva or Mahrez, not both. Personally, I would be bringing on Mahrez, man, because he's just in great form and he could get you a goal. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jason. Yes, hopefully. That would be mad. because it's difficult covering F1. I always say, because it clashes with the games. So it's a shame. If races were, I don't know, if races were kind of at a different day, it would be a lot easier to cover. But we'll find a way to get it done. Let's see. Southampton in City's box. Try to cut it back. Go on. See, another mistake. Another mistake. Oh, another mistake. Che Adams couldn't get on the end of it. Could not get on the end of it, Che Adams. They could be 3-0. They could go 3-0 if they wanted to. They could go 3-0. I'm telling you, there's no reason why Southampton can't finish this off. There's no reason for it. They are getting their opportunities. I don't see that stopping. They're going to keep getting chances. The more Man City keep pushing people forward, the more chance. Look at this. They just keep giving the ball away. This is mad. Man City can't keep the ball. In build-up play, they've been so bad today. Oh, my God. People are getting skipped past. Look at De Bruyne. Ball in. Ah, wasted. Nah, Southampton, you got to kill this, man. City are stinky. Stinky City. With panicking Pep right now in this match, which is rich coming from me because they just slapped my team's ass up. But, you know, in this match alone, they are really bad. Southampton can easily get the third goal if they just be a little bit more precise in the final third. They've had a lot of opportunities on transition. They've won the ball in Man City's half, and they just need to be very, very, very clinical and very clear-cut with what they're trying to do. Again, given away. This is the third time in the last 3 minutes Man City giving the ball away. Third time in the last 3 minutes. I really don't know what's going on. They can't keep the ball. Every pass is just wayward, overhit, underhit. Nothing's just right. If this was Goldilocks, she would have aborted the mission, to be honest. She would never have even been asked. She would have just fucked it off. I'm not finding that just right. I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving. It's insane. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. Can't admit Mahrez is the main man. He's probably saving him for Old Trafford, to be fair. Probably saving him for Old Trafford. Ball in. Header. Headed away. Go on. Go on. Unlucky. Bro. Southampton are just faster, stronger, and right now technically a lot better. I'm going to lose it with this. I can't believe this City team's doing this. They're moving like absolute criminals. They like physically, they're getting bullied. They're getting barged. Southampton look sharper. They just look faster. Whenever they're coming up against Man City players 1v1, they're skinning them. Then off the ball, they're pressing, and their organization's on point. And technically, they look better as well. It's actually mad. It's mad. I've never been so bamboozled by a game before. This is... Oh, Haaland. If he had scored that, I would have given him the Giroud. That would have been the Giroud goal, the scorpion kick. Wow. City, yeah, there's no speed. There's no speed, yeah. It's very like, I don't know. They look like they're stuck in quicksand. Like genuinely, they're moving like they're in quicksand. They're very sluggish. Even some of the players that have come on, even Ake in that instance there on the left-hand side, he's just come on. He's fresh. He hasn't been playing, and he's still second to the ball. So I don't really know what's going on. This is perfect for Manchester United, though. Perfect. The weekend, lunchtime kickoff on Saturday, they have a Manchester City team that will be maybe just a little bit more rattled or a little bit more tired, whatever, because of this result. So, I didn't download a file I was meant to download. Game's too good. I've been distracted. All right, my preview will be coming out after this watch along for Fulham versus Chelsea. I'll just upload it as soon as the watch along's over. I need to obviously download it, but yeah, it will be uploaded pretty soon. I'm ready to drop, and then I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, content-wise, just watch along and review. Obviously, Big Six as well. So yeah, there's a lot tomorrow. It's all in the back end of the day. I'm going to leave the the front part of the day to just chill a little bit. Because it's going to be hectic. Or maybe I might put out a video early in the day. I'll see what's going on. Because I do want to... I think I'm going to stream the review, people. Because Big Six is like half an hour after the game's over. I'll probably just do a half an hour stream like I did last time for the review. So I might put out a video, man. Just for the algorithm. All right, 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow because I got an appointment as well during that time. So not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. But we actually might move that show because I think we're going to move it anyway because I don't think anyone can make it. It's not just me. So I think we might try and move it. So I'll ask and find out. Maybe we'll just move it to a different day. Maybe Friday. De Bruyne did say he was old, to be fair. He did. He did, He did. He did. He actually did. That's what's so funny. So maybe the City team's too old. Maybe the City team is just too old. Can you imagine if De Bruyne even come out and said that as a joke? It would be mad. Why did you lose today, De Bruyne? In the post-match, he's like, we are too old. We are too old. Look at, I can't even do an accent. Well, I don't even know how to do a Belgium accent. Man's actually going to try and fake the accent. I think when you don't know how to do any accent in Europe, you just go, oh. Fake it till you make it. All right. Big up. You have to think, how can Southampton beat City, but we can't? Bro, how can Southampton do this period? Like, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of teams we can't beat. So if you're talking about Chelsea, that's a different conversation because we can't beat Nottingham Forest. So I know why we can't beat City. So I don't need Southampton to tell me why we can't beat City because we can't even beat Southampton. We lost to Southampton. So we lost to Southampton. We drew with Forest. We lost to Leeds. So I know why we can't beat City. I know. But oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, people. Right, file is ready to upload. Let's get it up. Crazy. I'm just in shock. It doesn't look like it's getting any better. Let's see how Man City respond. They're still bopping it about, but they are in possession. They dominated possession in the first half. They're like 65, 67, 68, kind of around about those numbers in possession. They're now just being flagged for offside. But they didn't do much with it. They've had that possession, but they only had that one shot before the goal. So they weren't really, they weren't really handling business regardless. And Southampton were comfortable off the ball. And they have still in the second half been pretty comfortable off the ball. I'm not looking at Southampton thinking that they're going to concede loads of big chances, that they're going to, start to be complacent. They're very organized and they're very disciplined. So if they keep doing this, then not only just this game, but the season might not be finished. And we read it out when we looked at the table. They are only 3 points, Southampton, off escaping the drop. I know that they're 20th, but they're only 3 points behind West Ham. So I don't know why they can't put these performances in the league, because we know they have some good young players. I don't think their team's awful. I just think it's very inexperienced in a lot of positions. And I think they'll come out of the Championship if they get relegated. But they need to put this to work in the they need to put this to work in where it matters, which is the Premier League as well. So let's see if they can, because it only takes a couple wins for them. This might be the catalyst for change for Southampton, maybe. Right. 74 minutes gone. Manchester City in possession with Ake. Now Gundogan on the left. Here's Ake. Ball into the box. Headed away. Well done. Hand up. Not offside. Defend. Well done. City look to be out of ideas. Is Big Steve at this game? He goes to all the games, I think. Well, maybe. It's a bit mad. Insane people. All right, let me get back to the chat. I'm just trying to sort out this upload. Okay. Still in possession on this left-hand side. Ake, I mean, these substitutions, some of them haven't really done anything to change the course of the game. I'm kind of surprised that he's used 2 of the substitutions on defensive-minded players. Like, yes, to be fair, defensively, they've been poor, but you need goals. So no Mahrez, no Silva, especially Mahrez. That is a little bit surprising. But the defense has been awful as well. So they need more than 5 substitutions at the moment. And yes, and if you were watching the Big Six, somebody mentioned the quadruple. Somebody mentioned it. I don't know who it was. It was somebody in the chat. Somebody mentioned it. And I said, yes, let's talk about the quadruple. Let's get excited for the quadruple. City can do the quadruple. Let's talk about it. And the very next game, it appears that they're going to potentially not have that going for them. You wouldn't think this is the team at the bottom. I'm actually really confident in Southampton keeping this going. Here they come. Well done. That's a brilliant, bro. These players are technical, man. Why are they so shit in the league? I don't watch them, so I'm very confused. Oh, he's played that pass too late. Yeah. Oh, Hairline, goalkeeper's alive. Come on, goalkeeper's alive. Goalkeeper's alive and off his line. He knows. That goalkeeper knows what he needs to do. He knows. He's off his line immediately. Because that Hairline, if a goalkeeper wasn't quick there, that's 2-1. Because Hairline's sticking that in the back of the net. Here is Southampton coming forward. Shot. Blocked. It's offside. You know when you gasp and then you don't breathe because you don't know what's going on? That's me. And I just choked on it, fam. Wow. I thought it was 3-0. So yeah, that's disallowed quickly. Game continues. Man City have taken that very, very quickly. Down this right-hand side. Almost, man. Yeah, I thought it was 3-0 as well. I really did. Foden. Very, very... This is like on par almost with the Newcastle performance at the Emirates in terms of defense. Oh, good save. That was so close. Oh, that was so close. Manchester City. Good back heel from Foden. Cut back from Gundogan. And it just bobbles off the defender into the arms of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper looks like he wants to have one of those days today. That was very, very close to 2-1. And it only takes 1. Only takes 1. Okay. I can't. Man United fans, you're celebrating a bit too early. You're forgetting. You know, this is how you know Newcastle still don't have the respect on their name that they deserve. You're forgetting that you're coming up against, potentially to win it, you're probably gonna have to come up against a team that is ahead of you, that is defensively the best team in the league, that just took points off Arsenal, that haven't finished the transfer window. So you need to be a little bit more humble, I believe. You know, you don't want to have egg on your face, because I will be there no matter what. I'm telling you that now. I'll be there no matter what if you have egg on your face after all this. You better make sure you move. What happened to moving in silence? Well, one game at a time? What one game at a time? Remember what Cam said. 1 game at a time. Remember, don't forget. 1 game at a time. No, your rebuttal can't just always be you're in 10th. 1 game at a time. 11 on points for game in hand. You're still behind them. They're a good team though, Newcastle. I think everybody can admit that. So let's not count the chickens before we roost. You know what I'm saying? That would be a mistake. Here comes Man City. Ball in. Headed away. Got to be careful. Testing the waters. Yeah. Man United fans just testing the waters. Yeah, I get it. Just testing the waters. Forest Pen. Just testing the water. Yeah, of course you are. Just putting your toes in the water, just checking the temperature. All right. I'll hold you to that. All right. Relax. Calma. Just because you hear the word choke doesn't mean you need to take it down there. Come on, relax. Literally. Whoa, relax. Now everybody relax. Everybody relax. Everybody stop. 10 minutes to go. Relax. Need to cook that, brother. I see it. Well, tomorrow, isn't it? I mean, listen, let's see if Chelsea beat Fulham before I think about who I'm cooking. Yes, 1.8. Crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Make sure you smash up the likes. I'm 6'1". Make sure you smash up the likes. No, it's not a record. But it's a great number. Listen, I'm humbled. Very, very happy. It's not a record, but it's incredible regardless. It's still a Carabao Cup Man City game that I don't even support none of these teams, and that obviously is due to the fact that as well that they're losing. But I'm glad that you chose to share this enjoyment with me. If you could have chose anywhere to enjoy Man City's demise in this competition, but you chose me, and I appreciate that. A token of gratitude, I appreciate. You've come to the right place. Headed away. Oh, Ake. Oh, get that out. You got to get that out. It's way too close for comfort. Man City are starting to really crowd the box now. They got like 6-7 players hovering around this area. Southampton is too early in the game. Still 10 minutes to go, plus injury time. It's too early to be this deep. When you're this deep against Man City, anything can happen. Ricochets, deflections, a goal can come out of nothing. You don't want to be sitting this deep. They've done very well defensively in this match to keep this clean sheet so far. And the key to keeping it is to not sit that deep. That is too close to the goalkeeper, especially when the goalkeeper's been showing the sweeper keeper instincts. He's been really, really good. He's coming off his line. He's clearing it when he needs to, when the ball's played over the top, which you need to be for Hairline as well. So Southampton have been able to play this mid-block, really compact and kind of control the middle of the field because they've not been sitting on the edge of their area for too long. Obviously, they're not wildly pressing from the front, but there are pressing triggers that they're going for. Oysic is now coming on for Armstrong, so we're going to see a debut for the Croatian striker from Dinamo Zagreb, which is great. I just think they need to keep doing what they're doing. Look where they are. They're currently engaging in the middle third, like in the middle of the pitch. They're very much making sure that they dominate the middle of the pitch. They're not trying to, look at their line. Their line is a mid kind of block right now. They're not trying to do this low block thing, which is good. Very compact. Leave a bit of space for Hairline if your goalkeeper is going to be doing a prime Manuel Neuer. Do you know what I mean? So just keep doing that. Look, they press. Look at that. Now they have the ball back. Brilliant. Out for a throw. Fantastic. And that's all because they're willing and brave enough to press on certain players. They're not just going to sit off. I think too many times teams get into great leads like this and they kind of forget why they got the lead in the first place, and they start panicking and they start sitting off and they start, just defending for their life. And that's just not always the way to go. Peak and Valley says, we appreciate you, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, man. I'm enjoying it. It's been a great start to the year, covering all these games. Now we've got FIFA membership matches coming soon. And yeah, man, listen, it's going to be great. It's going to be great, man. Loads of content. And even for the preview as well, we were going to go Craven Cottage for the preview. That's being uploaded, but it was pissing down with rain, so we had to leave that one because I think the Brentford one was great. Going to Brentford and doing the preview outside their stadium was quality. I felt like a reporter for a second, so I tried to do it for Fulham, but the rain wasn't having it, man. I didn't want to risk the technology out in the rain. I might have to go old school with an umbrella next time. Might have to go fully on a madness. 6 minutes to go, full time in the Nottingham Forest game against Wolves. It's 1-1 in that game. Game over. There will be a replay, right? No, there won't be a replay. Sorry. It's Carabao Cup. So is that going straight to penalties? Straight to penalties? Pens. Yeah, straight to pens. Yeah, I thought I was in the FA Cup for a second. I got confused. Straight to penalties in that game. And yes, we shall see. We shall see who comes out triumphant on that. But I think for me personally, those two teams are going to, unless they're, who is it? Newcastle, Man United? Yeah, they don't want to play either of them, man. You don't want to play either of Man United or Newcastle right now. So I think those two teams will struggle. But if they get Southampton, then we're going to have one of Southampton, Nottingham Forest, or Wolves in the Carabao Cup final. That's what's going to happen. You know, and I would love it. You know, but yeah, nah, probably prefer to see Newcastle versus Man United in the finals, to be fair. But yeah, if it happens that way, it happens that way. It'd be interesting. It'll be very interesting. 5 minutes to go. Really, really close now, guys, to what would be a shock win for Southampton. A crazy win. One of the shocks of the season. Bottom of the table, beating second in the league in this Carabao Cup game, especially with Man City's depth and the substitutions they've made as well. Did not see it coming, people. Really, really didn't. What is your thoughts on RVP? I think everybody that's seen Robin van Persie has to rate him to a high level, because technically he was so gifted. You know, even from the volley that he scored, right? One of the greatest goals, the volley at Charlton, the half volley where both of his feet were kind of up in the air like a kung fu kick. You Arsenal fans will definitely remember it. That was an insane goal, and he's Dutch, so Dutch players tend to have technical ability unless your name's Bergwijn or something. Do you know what I mean? Most of them have a lot of tech, just traditionally. He was one of those. It's just injuries, man. If he didn't pick up so many injuries, Van Persie would have potentially gone down as one of the all-time great Premier League strikers. I think for me, the reason why he doesn't get into that category is purely because of injuries. You know, there's the category of Aguero, you know, Henry, Shearer, Rooney. I don't think he gets into that category because I don't think he did it season in, season out for long enough. I think I put him in the category below, but that's just purely down to injuries. He just picked up too many injuries, man. He really did. Bergwijn slander, that was a bit random, I can't lie. I just had to think of someone and he had to catch the stray. I'm not gonna lie. He was awful at Tottenham. Here is 3 minutes to go. Man City. Ball in. Oh, Haaland. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was very, very close. Yeah, he's like in the Suarez category. That was close. Ball came into the box. Haaland, I don't think he gets a touch. And the goalkeeper, fair play to him. Nah, he doesn't get a touch. That should be 2-1. That should be 2-1. That should be 2-1, man. That might be the moment. Wow. Okay. Pens. Yeah, keep me up to date with what's going on penalties wise. I'm not going to obviously watch it. If City lose they might actually murder United on Saturday. United fans need to hide the chest they've been showing recently. I mean, Hugh does say that Daps does say an angry City is the worst City, so maybe it will work in the opposite way for Man United. I just think substitutions, having to play these players that they probably weren't planning on bringing on, I think that doesn't help. And I just see it as City have some weaknesses that they can be exposed defensively. So, you know, Cancelo defensively, players like that. So, but yeah, if we're talking about mentality wise, they're going to be even more geared up for the Man United game for sure, 100%. Preview is ready, so it will go out immediately after this stream. So if you're a Chelsea fan in particular and you want to see the Chelsea versus Fulham preview, spoke on Joao Felix a lot, as well as Aubameyang as well. Gave my thoughts on that with the Barcelona situation, and gave my team, Fulham's expected team. Spoke about Willian. I did threaten a few people in that video. So if you are a rival fan and you want to be entertained, I did threaten a few people in that video. I don't know why. When it comes to Chelsea, I'm on the edge right now, and I'm doing things that I don't usually do. They were light threats, man. It weren't serious. It was just light couple threats. It wasn't nothing too mad. But I didn't stop the video. I just said I'm gonna keep going with what I'm doing. So Yeah. I'm getting a little bit on the edge with Chelsea right now. So yeah. It is what it is. 90th minute. Wow, 90th minute. Looks like it's done. I don't feel like I'm jinxing it now. I feel pretty safe in saying that. Defensively, they've been brilliant. Have Man City still not had a shot on target? Hold on a second. There's no way. No, they did. They had one. No, wait, they didn't. That hit the Southampton defender and just hit the goalkeeper. That wasn't a shot. Brother, they've had no shots on target. The whole... This is Man City. This is Man City. That never happens. That might be the first time that's happened this season. That just doesn't happen. That's if it was Chelsea or someone, like, sorry for the self-deprecation, but it has to happen. If that was us or someone else, I'd be like, okay, cool. I can see how that could happen, but that is still really bad even for us. For them, surely in the last 6 minutes, they got to have it. The goal has got to be just get a shot on target. Don't let that statistic go out to anyone. Don't let that statistic go out anywhere, man. Do you know what I mean? The goal for Man City in the last 6 minutes, forget the game. Just get a shot on target. Somebody just shoot at that goalkeeper, because you can't end the game with no shots on target. That is insane. That is actually mad. That can't happen. No, don't start Mitrovic in your FPL, because Mitrovic is suspended for the game against Chelsea, bro. So no, don't do that. That would be a bad idea. I can guarantee you will be getting 0 points. Wow, no shots. Big up 1.9. 1.9. Guys are killing it. Smash up the likes. Make sure you smash up the likes, though. Wow, 1.9. You guys are killing it. Absolutely killing it. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're chasing 40K. If you can help me on the road to 40K, that would be great. I am chasing milestones like a madman. I'm chasing better content, chasing entertainment, chasing better analysis, chasing just everything. I want it all. I want it all. So if you haven't subscribed, this is the best time to subscribe, because the content is just thick and fast. Minimum 2 uploads a day. Minimum. Sometimes 3. I'm aiming for 1 stream, 1 video a day minimum. Then maybe sometimes maybe more. Sometimes maybe more. Sometimes maybe 2 videos. Sometimes maybe 2 streams. So subscribe for sure. Right. 6 minutes of injury time. Still no shots on target for Man City. That is going straight into the group chat. Straight into the group chat. We're not far from 37K. There's a lot of you in here. Let's get it to 37K. Let's really go for it, guys. We are currently on 36,926 with all these people in there. If any of you would be so kind to subscribe, that would be great. We could maybe hit 37K today, man. I'm really pushing this year. I'm on a madness. If I can apply this same energy to the gym, then I'm gonna be a beast. I'm gonna be able to move like a Adama Traore by Christmas. So that's the next step. 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left. Let's see if Manchester City can get their shot on target. That's literally all I'm asking for Man City at this point. Just make sure you get your shot on target. Don't let me have that statistic at the end of the game. Don't let me have it. Southampton look like they're doing a bit of time wasting at the corner flag. Che Adams and Ward-Prowse now. Yeah, Che Adams just going to try and hold it. Oh, this is beautiful, man. Southampton, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of Southampton, man. I gave them no chance. I love to be proven wrong. I gave them no chance. I didn't give them a single... I said, this game is done. I'm just watching it for the entertainment. I'm just here to just see good football. But I thought I was going to be on Man City side. I didn't think Southampton was going to come and play like this. Short corner again. Che Adams. Look at this tactical. Look at this. This is football heritage. Football heritage, man. Football heritage. City are trying to desperately, quickly get the game restarted. Even in this situation with only a minute and 20 seconds to go, they will play it out from the back. You got to love Man City. They stick to their principles. They refuse to kick it long from the goal kick. Ake. Nah, he's suspended, bro. Mitrovic is suspended. Unless you have some sort of inside knowledge. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he's suspended. You're just gonna keep spamming that and just speaking it into existence? Okay, you're just trying to say it because that's what you want to happen. I hear you. But he's actually suspended. I'm gonna wrap up. Oh, Forest have won on penalties. Fair play. Well done. There you go. So Forest are through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and they will be joined by Southampton. Will they play Southampton in the semi-finals? We'll have to see. Obviously, Newcastle and Manchester United are also in that pot. Not pot, but there's only one pot, but they're in the bowl. And yes, it's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Was that a shot on target? No, it wasn't. I'm not gonna call Saeed again. I'm not gonna call him again. I already called him at halftime, just after halftime. If you want to check that out, I'm gonna wrap up pretty quickly after the full-time whistle. So I'm gonna go get some food. Haven't eaten dinner. I need to eat, and just rest up a little bit because I gotta learn to manage myself. I'm one of these people that will literally, I will work until I'm dead. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of like moving with this channel and putting out content. But sometimes I do too much and I end up passing out and doing a madness. So I need to manage it. So I'm gonna rest up for the night. Big up to everybody. What a stream. 1.9K full time. Southampton have won 2-0 against Manchester City. It's going to be a very, very interesting conversation on Big Six Extra as well. Thabz is going into a cauldron. I call it the cauldron with KG, the KG cauldron. Do you know what I'm saying? The soundboard, I'm sure, is going to be out. The Manchester Derby smoke is going to be on. So that's kicking off in literally 6 minutes. And that's why there's no point in me hanging around. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go check that out as well. I'm going to put the preview out in about 10 minutes. So you can just watch that whenever you can, or whenever you want to. And yeah, this performance from Southampton, it deserves all of the praise, all of the praise. And I can't think of any other words, but all of the praise, more than you can believe, because from start to finish, they were exceptional on and off the ball. The game ends 0 shots on target for Manchester City, and that speaks volumes to just how well Southampton played today, because they had a plan, they stuck to it, they didn't come and do a low block in terms of, and no one could have blamed them if they did, but they didn't come in here and say, we're going to sit on our own penalty, on our penalty box, and we're going to fight for our lives. And no, they showed technical ability. They were great in transition. They had ball carriers. They created chances. They played it on the ground. They played with a mid defensive line, a mid block, and they tried to keep the midfield quite compact, and they had their pressing triggers, and they went after City, and they made sure that they were on the front foot. And even when Man City had the possession, they say it all the time, right? I think it was maybe Mourinho. I don't know who said it. Even though they had possession, Southampton were controlling the game, and that is what it was in the end. Man City had all the possession. They end the game with 72% possession, but Southampton controlled the whole game. And there was at no point where you really felt like Man City were going to score. They tried to make their changes. They brought in their big men, their De Bruynes, their Haarlands, all these, but it didn't make no difference. Didn't make any difference. The fact that Haarland did not have a single shot when he came on, not that I can remember, because he tried to get his head on the end of that cross, and it ended up just missing out. So Haarland comes onto the pitch, right, at 65 minutes in, round about then, and he doesn't get a single shot. Southampton, they were serious. You have to give them their praise. So they're into the semi-finals. Nottingham Forest into the semi-finals. Man United and Newcastle. And I will be doing those games, of course, as well. I plan to, at least, unless something mad happens. And the draw is at 10:30. So if you want to see the draw for that, it's at 10:30. And yeah, check that out for your respective clubs. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we've got the watch-along for Fulham versus Chelsea. It's going to be another very interesting stream. We got the review, we got Big Six, and then we got All You Can Eat Chelsea on Friday, and we go again. So big up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up The subscribe button. Yeah, just do that. You don't need to do the likes anymore. In a bit, people. Peace.